Post Game Live 1 hour before and after each game, hosted by Bonte Hill with Warriors alum Chris Mullen and Festus Ezeli. Then join Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azabuki for all the action on the court. Get additional coverage with the Dubs Talk podcast, hosted by Kareth Burke and Monty Poole, featuring special guests and in-depth analysis. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
We're here at Chase Center getting set. Starting line is brought to you by Rakuten. Brandon Ingram will start at the small forward spot for New Orleans, and he has just been playing great in their 5-game winning streak, averaging just shy of 30 points a night, 5 rebounds and 8.6 assists. Trey Murphy, the third, is a forward out of Virginia, the 17th pick of the 2021 draft, and he is also shooting very well. In fact, he's one of the top three-point men in the month of March, shooting over 40%. Jonas Valanciunas starts at center, averaging 14 points and 10 rebounds. He's got 40 double-doubles on the season. That's tied for fifth most in the association. C.J. McCollum is the point guard, the former Portland Trailblazer, averaging just shy of 21 a night. And Herbert Jones, the defender out of Alabama, starts at the other guard spot. Let's go downstairs, get the Warrior starters. Here's Franco Fitz.
In his 11th year from Michigan State, number 23, Draymond Green. Playing his 5th NBA season out of Villanova, number 0, Dante DiVincenzo. In his 2nd season for the Democratic Republic of Congo, number 00, Jonathan
Xavier Tillman with 18 points and 7 rebounds.
Playing his 12th year out of Washington State University, number 11, Klay Thompson. And now, in his 14th NBA season, out of Davidson, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Starting line is brought to you by Rakuten. Jose Alvarado is out with a right tibial stress reaction. E.J. Little still recovering from ACL surgery. Zion Williamson out with a right hamstring strain for New Orleans. Andre Iguodala, Ty Jerome, Lester Quinones, Ryan Rollins, and Andrew Wiggins all out tonight for the Warriors. Not out is Tom Tolbert. He is still load managing, but he is here with your keys to the game, brought to you by CarMax.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Tom.
Interesting starting lineup with Kuminga. So I'm assuming Kuminga that start on Ingram, Draymond start on Valanciunas. I don't know if this will be a key to the game, but Valanciunas is averaging 16 rebounds a game for the last 5. He's been a monster on the boards. You don't have Looney in the game to start off, so keeping him off the boards early in the game to set a tone will be key. And can you use his size and lack of lateral quickness against him on the offensive end to set some high screen rolls, get some good shots that way. But I think the key to the game is Ingram's playing great, but McCollum's been shooting 45% from 3. He's been scoring very efficiently. I think he's going to be the key. You make him work, and you don't let him get the efficiency going. You make him take tough shots, because if he gets going the way Ingram's going right now, then you have 2 premium scorers, and you're going to have your hands full.
That's weird. McCollum is shooting well from beyond the arc, but shooting a career low in the mid-range.
I know. It's great. That was his game.
Yes.
That was his game. But these guys are playing really well. The game at the Clippers was the big one. Other than that, it's Hornets, Spurs, Rockets, and Trailblazers. So, they won the games that were on the schedule, so you give them credit for that. But the Clipper one is the one that really kind of made my eyes pop, because they took it to the Clippers in LA when they need the game too. So, and I mean, I don't need to tell everybody how big this game is, but you lose this, not only do you fall behind the Pelicans, it's another team you don't have the tiebreaker against in the head-to-head, because basically you kick the 2 games in New Orleans away.
Even if they win this game, if they finish tied, they don't have the tiebreaker. Because New Orleans will have had a better record against the West than the Warriors. So,
well, then they doubly won't have the tiebreaker.
Exactly. Ed Malloy is our crew chief. Kevin Kettler, the referee. Umpire is Derek Collins. And the replay center, Derek Richardson, Josh Tiven, and Matt Khalil. Opening tip, control of the Pelicans, wearing white with gold trimmed down the side. And dark letters, dark numbers on the backside, dark blue. And Valanciunas pressured by Draymond. Bad pass. Then taken by DiVincenzo. He'll drive and score.
Well, that was a good start to the game. Got Valanciunas on the perimeter. Draymond pressured him. And because of that ball pressure, the guards were able to get up in their players, and Dante just went right through the passing lane.
Golden State tonight wearing their City Edition jerseys with the yellow rose. McCollum drives in, goes up, attacking the glass. Shot no good. Kuminga with a defensive rebound. Warriors going right to left on your radio dial. Preset play here for the Warriors. DiVincenzo the handle. Leaves it for Kuminga. Chest pass to Curry. And looped it up top to Draymond. Curry off a back screen from Kuminga. Fakes, takes a step to his left and fires. 3-ball good. 240 consecutive games with a 3 for Curry. And a 5-0 start for the Dubs. Valanciunas up top. Rotates it down to Jones. He'll attack and takes it to the right box, but doesn't look to score. Ingram does. Down the lane. Shoots over Kuminga. Good defense. Better shot. Railed it home.
Yeah, he's been averaging 30 a game over the last 5. He has been rolling.
Draymond Green waiting as Curry circles by, feeds DiVincenzo. Catch and shoot 3 out of the way over Trey Murphy. Doesn't get it. Murphy back for the rebound. On the bounce to Ingram, wearing a red headband. Back over to Murphy. Dribble drive by Murphy. Leaves it for Valanciunas. Little bunny shot is easy, and it's up and in. And that quickly, it's a 1-point game. Warriors on top. Kuminga in the front court to Draymond. Thompson bobbles his catch. Curley on the left side. Jumper goes off the rim. Not a clean play for Clay, and Valanciunas clears the rebound over to C.J. McCollum. Jones will take it off a screen. Back to McCollum in the right corner. Jab step in his triple threat. Gets it up top. Jones in deep to Valanciunas. Fade away over Draymond. Got it.
Yeah, that was just the positioning. Caught the ball at 3 feet.
6 straight for the Pelicans. Clay forced up a bad shot on the baseline. It's no good. Valanciunas with the rebound. Finds Ingram in transition. Ingram right side. Backs up with the dribble. Comes to his left hand. The whistle, and we get a foul. Ed Malloy will halt the proceedings. With a bump foul on Kuminga. First foul of the game with 9:41 remaining in the first quarter. 6-5. The visitors are on top.
Yeah, Ingram's just so tough when he gets to that mid-range game because you can't get to the shot. He shoots it from behind his head, and you can only get up and try to challenge it, block his vision, but you're not going to affect the shot.
Valanciunas holds at the high post after the inbounds. 2-on-1 game, and throwing up a circus shot that never had a chance was Herbert Jones. Rebound Draymond. He'll push. Early offense. DiVincenzo fakes a pass. Chest pass Kuminga. Hands off to Clay. Left hand dribble the foul line. Ball deflected away. Turnover. Loose ball knocked away by Draymond. Here comes Kuminga. He'll drive in. Throws out to Curry. Back inside to DiVincenzo at the foul line. Turns and faces. And now backs up into a 3. It's up and good.
That was an awful possession right up until that shot went in.
I'm just thinking, that's how we play the game now. Okay. Valanciunas gets it to McCollum, stops and pops with the right elbow, and that's his money spot. Buried that. We're tied at 8. Curry to bring the handle to the timeline.
Surprised they haven't tried to put Valanciunas in a couple pick and rolls early on.
And here it comes. Pick and roll. Klay Thompson, screen by Draymond. Clay, pump fake, flyby by McCollum, and Clay misses a wide-open 17-footer. He's 0 for 3. And the rebound to Valanciunas. Now to McCollum, goes behind the back in the front court. Behind the back pass to Valanciunas, who fires for 3. It rattles in and out. Curry still wearing a sleeve on that left shoulder. Gets a screen by Draymond. Triple team, finds Draymond wide open for a layup.
3 guys go to Curry. 1 guy slips. Easy 2.
Gravity.
Yep.
Gravity. Trey Murphy catch and shoot 3. He's deadly and knocked it down. Klay Thompson couldn't get out there off a screen. Got screened off. Couldn't get there in time.
And he's had games of 10 made three-pointers and 9 made three-pointers over the last week or so.
Curry behind the back to Draymond. Back to Curry in the corner. Tried to squeeze by Valanciunas. Couldn't do it. Lost his handle on the dribble. We get a defensive 3. And that's called on the Pelicans. I believe it's on Brandon Ingram. Willie Green, the head coach of the Pelicans, standing and watching, former Warriors assistant coach. Willie Green was coached in high school by his uncle, Gary Green, who had played college ball at Eastern Michigan. Willie Green, a graduate of Cooley High School in Detroit. Jared Collins alongside former Warrior assistant Casey Hill, who coached down in Santa Cruz for the Warriors. Mike D'Antoni's an advisor. Back up by Clay off the inbounds. Well-designed play. Screen by Kuminga. Layup for Clay. It's 13-11 as the Warriors get a 3-point trip. The free throw by Curry and the bucket by Clay. McCollum left hash mark. Stutter step with a dribble. Left hand cut off by DiVincenzo. Still muscles his way in. Feeds the corner to Jones. 3-ball left corner pocket. Pelicans up one. 14-13. Kuminga. Kuminga was going to take a shot. Tom told him not to. Kuminga gets it now. Now dribbles by Ingram. Gets to the rim and flushed it down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, McCollum to Valanciunas, high post. Valanciunas holds, waits, beats McCollum on the left side, shows the ball to Clay. Valanciunas will screen. McCollum off that screen, pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound tip, goes right to Ingram, puts it on the deck. That was a look. That was stutter step, shot no good. Second shot from 5, no good. DiVincenzo throws the ball away on the rebound and underhands the pass, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Unforced error. That'll get us to a timeout. 6:46 to go here in the first quarter. 15-14. Warriors lead by 1. Tom on shot selection when we come back on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Chase is a proud partner of the Golden State Warriors, and Chase cardholders score more at Chase Center. Access in-arena and online discounts at the Warriors shop, Chase lounges before select concerts and Warriors games, in-app benefits, eatery discounts, advanced access to tickets, and preferred seating when you use your Chase card. See more cardholder perks at chase.com/Chase Center. Restrictions and limitations apply. Deposit and credit card products provided by JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
The Warrior season is heating up, and the race to the playoffs has begun. Keep up with your Dubs on NBC Sports Bay Area with pre- and post-game live 1 hour before and after each game. Hosted by Bonte Hill with Warriors alum Chris Mullen and Festus Ezeli. Then join Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azabuki for all the action on the court. Get additional coverage with the Dubs Talk podcast, hosted by Kareth Burke and Monty Poole, featuring special guests and in-depth analysis. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Hot wings, hot and sour soup, and a hot fudge sundae. Your neighbor's DoorDash order for Golden State Warriors game days has gotten superstitiously specific. But hey, every order on DoorDash is a win for local businesses and Dashers. And if you're superstitious, it just might put the Warriors on a hot streak too.
Deep 3 on the way. Heat check.
Score one for the neighborhood on game day with DoorDash.
Heat check 3.
Official partner of the Golden State Warriors. Now it's time to guess who the closer of the week is. Presented by LiftMaster and RNS Doors. Turn your garage into the envy of the neighborhood. Visit rsdoors.com.
Who is the closer of the week? Could it be the diminutive guard from the Carolinas who had 30 points as his team got a rare road victory? Recently, my garage door opener was not working. I was in need of a closer. I was put in touch with RNS Doors, and they hooked me up with a brand new garage door opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap, no matter where I am. Be one of the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener.
Call 1-800-FIX-A-DOOR. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Dub Nation, you're listening to the Golden State Warriors audio network presented by United Airlines.
6:46 left in the first. Golden State 15, New Orleans 14. Our Twitter question brought to you by Kia, where and how you listen. Plus, who was your rookie of the year? Paolo Banchero, Jalen Williams? Hit me up on Twitter at Warriors Vox, Warriors VOX, or send me an email, Timroye, TIMROYE, at Warriors.com.
I'm trying to think, is there any rookies that are doing well for playoff teams or really solid teams? Because if not, I think Banchero's head and shoulders above everybody. But
yeah,
I don't think there's anybody doing anything really good.
Kid in Sacramento's doing okay. I don't know if it's rookie of the year.
Murray, yeah, Murray's playing really well. Yeah. I'd have to look at that because I always want to reward winning too, and he's been a part of a winner.
You just take all the fun out of it, don't you?
I know.
Ingram off the screen. Pelicans attacking the basket to our right. He throws a pass deflected by Draymond. Picked off by Curry. Curry flashes to the left with a dribble. Now waits. Klay Thompson and Curry exchange. Curry back to Klay. Sets up for a three. On the way. Popped out. Klay Thompson can't buy a bucket. He is 1 of 5. Ingram collides with Kuminga and goes down. That's going to be Kuminga's second foul. And Steve Kerr with a decision to make. Calls down the bench for Kevon Looney. And so Kevon Looney will continue with his consecutive game streak. 187 now. Past Robert Parrish, 10th on the all-time Warrior list for offensive rebounds. Just having a great year. 7 points, 9 boards tonight. Tied for first in the association with 247 offensive rebounds. Ingram takes a handoff off the inbounds. Now goes to his right this time. Shoots over Klay. Off the rim. Tipped by Valanciunas. Tipped out by Jones. Grabbed by McCollum. McCollum at midcourt, the halfway point of the first quarter. Straightens up. Fires for three. It's a line drive miss. And Draymond pulls down the rebound. A bullet pass to Curry. It's a beauty. And he missed the layup. Rebound to Valanciunas. To McCollum. Slides it over to Murphy. He's open. He fires and hits a three.
Yeah, he's been feeling it lately. Leave him open. You can book it.
Warriors did not recognize who was standing on the perimeter there. Draymond outside the arc on the left side. Finds Curry middle. Pelicans, you can tell they're playing with confidence. Curry behind the back pass as DiVincenzo slips and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Traffic cones lost their grip that time.
Yes, they did. Poole will come in the next of dead ball. They said he wasn't at the scorer's table in time. He was, though, I thought. But Kevin Cutler, Derek Collins say no. McCollum on the bounce, got it up top.
Yep.
Valanciunas, we got an offensive foul.
Ingram stuck his butt into DiVincenzo. Didn't need to do it either.
That's not nice.
It is not nice. Rude.
Yeah.
That's not the type of foul you want your star player picking up.
Yes, exactly. DiVincenzo will sit down. Poole comes in. Curry starts it with a right wing feed to Kevon. Gets it now to Draymond. Draymond shoveled out to Klay. Circles right. Fires away. Got it. Klay Thompson wanted to see the ball go through the hoop. He does, and the Warriors lead 18-17. Ingram drives on Klay, right baseline. Stripped and stolen. Curry saved it from going out of bounds. Poole will take it up the floor. He hurries. It's 3-on-2. Left side, Klay fires away. Not going to get this one. Defensive rebound, Jones, stolen by Curry. Flipped it up and in as he does a face plant. What a move by Curry. Little Chase Center magic there. It's Curry with a steal. Warriors have the third-ranked defense at home, 28th on the road. That's why this team is just maddening. Valanciunas low left. Turns on Draymond outside the box. Goes to work with a right-hand dribble. Comes middle. Passes out to McCollum for three. It's on the right wing, and it's good. Ties the game at 20.
If you're Klay, you got to stay a little bit closer on that one. I know you want to get down there and help, but Draymond can handle his business down low.
Curry off a screen by Looney. Has daylight. Lets it fly. Splash! Curry puts the Warriors back up by 3. 23-20 with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Crossover dribble by McCollum. Gets to the left side of the paint. Bounce pass to Valanciunas, who fires from 14. Doesn't get it. Curry with the box out and the save of the rebound to Poole. Cross court to Thompson left side, and he traveled. Unforced error.
Yeah, going to throw it to Draymond. Draymond wasn't looking.
Gary Payton the second comes in. And Draymond to sit. Clayton said Warriors have only 4 guys here. Draymond's going to pop back out there. Now Clay says, get off the floor. It's me.
They got 4. They got 6. What's going on here?
6 is always fun.
Got to go to the NHL style power play here.
There you go.
6 on 5.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Josh Richardson has checked in first time along with Larry Nance Jr. Ingram has to change his shot. Feeds over to Jones in the corner who buries a 3. Ties the game at 23. What a pass by Ingram.
Yeah, my goodness. Jones and Murphy, 4 for 4 combined from 3, 2 each.
Curry off a screen, comes left. Bad pass deflected away by Peyton, saved by Poole right by the hash mark. Poole doubled, feeds Peyton, rotates to Thompson. Thompson puts it on the deck, drives in, feeds Looney. He goes up, off the glass, no good. Got his offensive rebound, no good. Ball tipped out, grabbed by Jones. He'll wheel it across midcourt, takes it middle, all the way to the cup. Left-hand banker, up and good. 25-23, Pelicans. Very opportunistic bunch. Klay Thompson catches on the right wing. Feeds Poole. Left side to Peyton. Shoveled it out to Poole. Back to Peyton. Peyton behind the back throws a bad pass, and the Warriors again with another silly turnover. That's their fifth. Ingram goes all the way down the Broadway and dunks. 7-0 push by the Pelicans, and they lead by 4.
It's getting sloppy.
9 lead changes, 4 ties so far. Curry, deep three right side, short. Nance with a rebound. Underhands the outlet on the side to Dyson Daniels, who's on the floor for the first time. Gets the ball to Ingram up top, off a screen. Elbow jumper up and good.
Wow. Tough shot.
That's a 9-0 run. Curry up the floor. Daniels, rookie from Australia. As Curry penetrates, goes up, got blocked by Ingram, slapped off the glass by Looney. Curry thought it was a foul, no call. 4-on-4, nobody back for Daniels, who goes backdoor and dunks it. It's 11 straight for the Pelicans. The Warriors called timeout, and all of a sudden New Orleans with an 8-point lead. 31-23, minute 53 to go in the first. The Warriors Radio Network presented by United Airlines.
The roar of the crowd. The sweet sound of a swish. Nothing beats being there live at Chase Center for the game, Warriors fans. And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to buying and selling the best seats all season long. Ticketmaster verifies every seat sold, guaranteeing that getting into the game is a layup. Be there live to defend Warriors ground this season with seats from Ticketmaster.com/Warriors. Ticketmaster, the official marketplace of the Golden State Warriors. Hot wings, hot and sour soup, and a hot fudge sundae. Your neighbor's DoorDash order for Golden State Warriors game days has gotten superstitiously specific. But hey, every order on DoorDash is a win for local businesses and Dashers. And if you're superstitious, it just might put the Warriors on a hot streak too.
Deep three on the way. Heat check.
Score one for the neighborhood on game day with DoorDash.
Heat check. Three.
Official partner of the Golden State Warriors. Whether on or off the court, the keys to success are the same. On the court, it's ball movement. Off the court, it's workflow. On the court, teams call plays to execute their game plan. Off the court, companies rely on systems to run their business smoothly. MRC Smart Technology Solutions, a Xerox company, is the official copier and office solutions provider of the Golden State Warriors. We offer large and small companies the technology they need to transform the way they work. Visit MRC360.com to learn more today.
Kirby is your driveway mechanic. They bring the shop to you with brake and tire replacements, oil changes, and much more. It's the ultimate convenience, easy booking, transparent pricing, on-time arrivals, and service right in your driveway. No waiting rooms and direct access to your mechanic with friendly and reliable service. No middleman or upsells. They're so sure you'll love the convenience. Take $50 off your first oil change with code OIL50 at Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com and use code OIL50. Kirby, your driveway mechanic.
Find what you love at the Mila Innovation Center at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. Out of your dreams and into your kitchen, select the qualifying built-in kitchen appliance package that's right for you. With unrivaled technology and luxury-grade quality, when you bring home a Mila, you're bringing home true innovation. Now, for a limited time, save up to $2,100 with the purchase of a qualifying Mila appliance package. Visit the Mila Innovation Center at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
This is Steve Kerr. The Warriors 2022-2023 season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
For the DoorDash broadcast booth, that's an 11-0 run at a minute 43 of court time. And since the last time out, Pelicans 7 of 9 from the field with 9 fast break points. And the Warriors, Tom, playing with a really scary lack of urgency in this game.
It's very summer league-ish.
Yes.
Is what it is. And just the attention to detail isn't where it should be right now.
Has there been attention to detail so far?
Well, I mean, yes, that's what's frustrating. It's there and it's not there, but it's just frustrating when.
And the Warriors turn it over. No, Moody. Yes, they do. Moody dribbled it out of bounds, so they got a full court press by the Pelicans, and the ball goes out of bounds, out of the timeout. And the head coach is not happy. And there's probably one very frightened clipboard down on the Warrior bench tonight.
If it had feet, it'd be running.
Dyson Daniels with the dribble. Gets it to Nance Jr. They let him go outside. Not an outside shooter, but a really nice piece for the Pelicans. Richardson on the go. Feeds Nance from 14. Short, and DiVincenzo high in the air for the rebound. Leaves it on a backward bounce for Poole, who will take it across the timeline. 31-23 Pelicans. Payton the second, middle of the floor. Not his comfort zone. Now he'll dive down the baseline. That's where he likes to go to work, as he got the ball to Poole. Poole drives in, forced him a bad shot, no good. Rebound, Payton the second, out to DiVincenzo. Fakes the three, behind the back dribble, feeds inside the Poole. Back to the right corner, shot clock violation, and the Warriors didn't realize that the ball had not hit the rim. And back-to-back turnovers coming out of the timeout. 6 now for the quarter. And as Tommy would like to say, they're on a 24 turnover pace.
A little more, actually.
Now Jones almost falling out of bounds on the inbounds as Ingram led him back to the bucket that they were defending. Nance Jr., right side, gets the ball to Richardson. Comes to a jump stop, looks in the right wing. We get a foul as Ingram was going through the baseline, and it's on Poole. It's funny, Willie Green was talking to Ebeloy about that, about his cutters getting bumped. I saw him make the shoulder move, showing Ebeloy what was happening, and the first call out of the timeout is that foul.
You can't do that anymore. At least you're not supposed to do that anymore. Free reign, so be able to run through the lane. I like when guys looked, had a little bit of fear going through the lane.
Najee Marshall dribbles to the baseline, throws up top. Richardson takes a three on the way, back rim. DiVincenzo goes after the rebound and pulled it down the right side.
That's an interesting lineup. I haven't seen that. Obviously, I haven't seen it a lot because Gary Payton hasn't been here. It's foul
on Marshall.
But
it should be Daniels.
It's just a little bit of an odd lineup right now. And maybe you can get Poole going with a pick, although Larry Nance is very capable of jumping out on that. But they need a quality shot here in the worst way.
DiVincenzo to Poole, comes right down the lane, goes by Ingram and scores.
That's about as quality as it gets.
Yep, right to the rim on a driving layup, would not be denied there. Richardson handling 31-25. Richardson travels, falls down with the ball, and calls a timeout. Was I mistaken, or was that not a travel?
Well, I don't know when he fell down if he had control of the ball. That's the only thing. I'm not sure if he lost the ball and then gathered it again.
Okay. We were kind of screened from that. We will keep it right here during the timeout as the Warriors gather around their bench. The head coach, Steve Kerr, talking to his brain trust right now, trying to figure out what to do with this club down by 6. Superstar artist and composer Ricardo Arjona coming to Chase Center May 5th. First time his tours in San Francisco. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at chasecenter.com.
Yeah, the turnovers have been the most disconcerting aspect of this, and the lackadaisical turnover, where it's the one-handed pass or the pass that has a lot of air under it,
or the behind-the-back pass,
inbound pass. At least they've sprinkled it all over the place.
Those shall not pass.
Yeah, they've had a nice variety in their turnover. Yeah. They haven't all been the same thing, but you got to get shots up, and they're just not getting shots up right now. Turning the ball over, giving them easy shots. I mean, look at the assists that they had. They have 11 assists already in the first half. That's a Warriors type number, which means they're getting what they want. They're running their offense. A lot of drawing kicks. Guys are able to catch and shoot. If all the 4 threes were catch and shoot threes, and McCollum had a catch and shoot threes, so just a better job on ball so you don't have to help.
Pelicans on the inbounds. Baseline. Marshall feeds over to Nance, gets a little bank shot, low left. Nicely done out of the timeout, 33-25. So Richardson having the wherewithal to call a timeout, got the Pelicans a bucket. Warriors down by 8 again. DiVincenzo trying to balance the floor, gets Payton in the right corner. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Now comes over through a Looney pick. No advantage. Poole comes up off a down screen, turns, fires, and had it blocked to end the quarter. Ingram from three-quarter court fires it down the length of the floor. No good, but a foul. Kevin Cutler's going to call a foul on the Warriors. We're just trying to get out of the way. Poole had his shot blocked. With about 4 seconds to go, and then by the time Ingram had the ball, and Malloy's going to take a look. We have a call and a review brought to you by Ring Central.
I want to see this one again. I'm never a big fan of making these calls. Of course, I'm even less of a fan of putting yourself in that position to have that being called.
Well, he got the three-quarter court.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Gary Payton was doing.
Well, he's just trying to get out of the way.
Well, no, but why did he run over in front of him in the first place? He should have ran straight up the court, but he runs in front of him. I agree. Well, I mean, you can make a case that his knee coming up into him. I wouldn't have called it because it's a heave anyway. But if you're Gary, why not just run straight up the court instead of cutting in front of him? I mean, what possible good does that do?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, what's the only outcome that could come of that? You get a foul call. So there's just no reason to do it. Like if he makes a 65-footer, then he makes a 65-footer.
Well, we don't have Ed Malloy's mic tonight, which reminds me that TNT's in town. So with 0.8 to go, strange things happen when our friends with the Magic Lantern show up from Atlanta, you know. So 0.8, and Ingram gets 3 shots on a call that should have never been made. I mean, it's not going to affect the outcome of the shot. And again, this goes back to my theory, Tom, and that's why I think we need to really look at this as a league. These guys with all the cameras and everybody filming everything with their phones, they call everything now. And there's no feel or flow to this game.
Yeah.
And Ingram hits the first free throw. And they get graded on every call.
Yep.
So he's going, oh, I might get docked on that. I'm going to call that. Instead of, okay, you're taking a three-quarter shot. Get off the court.
No, I'm with you on that. Absolutely. That's you know what that is? That's a feel for the game is what that is.
Yeah.
That's a feel for the game. You're bailing the guy out. But it's a big one.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in that position.
Absolutely.
Don't do it. There's no reason to do it.
People wonder if I'm crazy when I say this team's maddening. This team is maddening.
Yes. Ingram
just
30 for his last 31 from the free throw line.
So what was a tight game just a few minutes ago is now a comfortable lead for the Pelicans. They're up 11. Looney catches in the backcourt, and the first quarter ends leaving Chase Center very flat and disheartened. 36-25 Pelicans, end of one. Pelicans have now outscored their opponents in their win streak, counting tonight, by a total of 76 points in the first quarter in the last 6 games. This is the Warriors Radio Network presented by United Airlines.
Buzzer beaters from the curb, fadeaways, step backs, pump fakes, on a 1-on-0. 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro. The MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. Here's to the legends of the driveway. Kia is the official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Everyone circle up. I know it looks rough out there. Sure, we're down 119-64, but we came here to play differently. We need a game changer. Something like Ring Central, the business phone system that's more than a phone. I want you to communicate like you can talk to anyone, anywhere, all from the same app. Now get out there and play like you're using Ring Central.
Ring Central, simpler communications.
Spring into adventure with Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event. The open road is calling. Go for a ride, soak up the sun, and discover what awaits in a brand new Toyota. Get low 3.99% APR financing on 2023 RAV4, Corolla, Highlander, and Camry. Imagine yourself in your dream Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Excludes RAV4 Prime. Ends 4/4/23.
You can't host movie night on your phone's hotspot. It's time for real home internet on the Xfinity 10G network. The future starts now. New customers can get 200 megabit Xfinity internet for just $25 a month for 2 years during our Xfinity 10G network launch celebration, now through April 23rd. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply to internet service and devices. Actual speeds vary.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors audio network presented by United Airlines.
23-all with 3:36 to go in the first quarter. Then a series of head-scratching plays lead to a 13-2 New Orleans run at the end of one, 36-25. Last time the Warriors played here against the Pelicans, they trailed 35-21 at the end of one. No Valanciunas in that game. 56% from the floor for the Pelicans, 5 of 8 beyond the arc. They're moving the ball great, 12 assists, 14 buckets. Warriors with 6 turnovers, resulting in only 5 points. But it's really, as Tom pointed out, it's more of the chances you lose.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. You give them chances, and you give them a lot of times easy chances, as you said. It doesn't hurt them in a sense that the Pelicans have made them pay. But every time you turn it over, that's a chance you don't get to score.
Well, Pelicans will start the second quarter with Murphy, Valanciunas, McCollum, Richardson, and Marshall against Poole, Lamb, Kuminga, Draymond Green, and Curry. Poole bouncing on the dribble left side, flipped it over to Draymond. Draymond comes middle, hand off for Curry, chased by 2 defenders, back to Draymond, goes in, glides in with a left-hand layup.
I'd like to see him do a little bit more of that. Just include Valanciunas in these actions that you're running out on the perimeter.
Richardson, trying to make Willie Green make a decision there.
Yep.
Do I keep him out there? Marshall throws in deep to Valanciunas. He'll spin on Draymond and get a whistle, and it's an offensive foul for a wraparound on Valanciunas.
They call that or 3 seconds?
Or 3 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds.
I saw him holding up to 3. He was in there for a while.
Yeah, turnover. It is a 3 second.
Yeah, big dude.
Now, Draymond throws a bad pass out of bounds in front of Poole. And another unforced error.
Singles. Put the bat on the ball.
Sure you're okay down there?
Yep.
It's not exactly the right sport. Okay.
I know.
Marshall with the ball. But the idea is correct. Make the simple play.
Yes.
Not the home run play. Don't try to be the hero. Valanciunas, right side, rocks into a jump over Draymond, who's called for a foul. Got him on. And Steve Kerr is hot. He's saying that Jordan Poole had the same play, and they didn't get the call. And now he calls this on Draymond.
Well, I got to see where he hit him. I haven't seen the replay of it yet. From up here, I can't tell whether he hit him. Now, there's a difference. If you hit a guy on the wrist, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
You move up an inch, hit him on the hand, that's not a foul.
Charlotte came back and put up 44 points in the fourth quarter on the road to beat Oklahoma City.
Wow.
137-134. Can you tell that Charlotte's playing free and easy these days?
Wee!
They beat Dallas twice and then now win in Oklahoma City. P.J. Washington had 43 tonight.
Good night. Have a night.
Valanciunas missed the first, made the second. 10-point lead for the Pels. Full court pressure, and the Warriors have to call a timeout. My goodness. 1 minute gone by in the second. 37-27 Pelicans on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message Brian left me.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I love the smell of my cat's breath. Yeah.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
United is proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. But this story goes beyond basketball. It's about United and the Warriors teaming up and showing up for Bay Area communities of color. Through the Franchise Fund, we're helping minority-owned businesses, from manufacturers to a local cosmetics brand, get the funds and resources they need to thrive. Because when good ideas find their champion, we all win. This is the story of an airline and a community. When good leads the way.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
One 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
When back to the office means back in traffic.
We unfortunately have a really bad situation going on in Hayward.
You can rely on your Northern California Honda Dealers Traffic Center.
Traffic is still jammed from Whipple, but I can see it starting to improve now that you have...
From your traffic leader, KCBS.
Looking for the right senior living situation can be a challenge. Lawton Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is a 5-star facility named as one of the top skilled nursing facilities by U.S. News and World Report. Visit us at lifegen.net or call 415-566-1200.
This is Jordan Poole. The Warriors 22-23 season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
For the DoorDash broadcast booth, Tim Roy, Tom Tolbert. Warriors let one get away against Minnesota.
I just thought the final 2 minutes we didn't execute. I thought we had a chance at a layup in transition with about 2 minutes left. I think we had another possession where we turned it over. We just didn't execute down the stretch. So
that's head coach Steve Kerr. Warriors had to call a timeout here 1 minute into the second quarter. They couldn't get the ball in bounds. Full court pressure by the Pelicans seemed to surprise Golden State. And Draymond will throw it into Poole. Poole pressured by McCollum. Straighten up and take it across with 3 seconds to spare. Poole dribbles up top. Looks to the right, feeds Lamb. Lamb will bring it all the way over to Curry on the left side. Hand off to him. Curry takes a deep three with 8 on the clock, up and no good. Ball tipped away smartly on the defensive glass there by Richardson. And the Pelicans end up with a loose ball. McCollum off a screen. Gets it on the far side to Marshall. He spins on Kuminga. Pump fake. Shoots over the top of him. Too strong. Valanciunas with the offensive rebound. And dribbles out of a double team. Leaves it for McCollum. Pressured by Curry. Takes a jumper in traffic and rounded down for C.J. McCollum. And the Pelicans lead goes to 12. 39-27. Doesn't take a lot to back you out of a playoff situation and put you in real peril in the Western Conference this year. Curry off the screen. Hook pass to Poole. Has to run that down. That was almost out of bounds. Poole bouncing on the dribble. Throws it right to the defender, Najee Marshall, and that goes out of bounds.
They're just having trouble getting into their sets.
Curry will toss in from the far wing. It's very, very, very quiet here at Chase Center. Curry takes a handoff, splits a double team, pass back to Draymond for some reason. He takes a jumper. It's no good. Curry had a shot in the lane there. Marshall will take it across the timeline. Comes left. They want to set Valanciunas. He'll catch outside the left box. Pressured by Draymond. Puts it down to the deck. Lost the ball. Squirted right out of his hand. Curry gets it. Warriors don't run. Curry in the front court. Bounce pass to Poole. He'll blast it. Great pass to Draymond. Right down the lane for a layup.
That's nice. At least get something going downhill. Force the defense to react, and when it did, Draymond found himself wide open for a layup.
Again, you've heard us say time and time again, you got to get stops. And the Warriors have to do that here. Down 10 with 9:18 to go in the first half. Valanciunas, left side. Bangs into Draymond, spins on him, goes up. Oh, they let him play. It goes up and in.
Well, that was a tough finish.
Yes, it was.
Draymond played him well and physical.
41-29. 12-point Pelicans lead. Curry down the lane, goes up over Valanciunas, scores and got fouled. Well, they're making Valanciunas run on the defensive end.
Got to.
And that's going to get a substitution here. Valanciunas with the foul. He's going to sit down. Larry Nance Jr. comes in.
And he's a guy not as good offensively as Valanciunas, but defensively he's much better equipped to guard those actions.
Curry hits the free throw, 41-32. Now, Larry Nance Jr. has one thing in common with his dad as far as the NBA goes. They both have hops.
Big time.
Get off the ground. McCollum, double team, bounce pass over to Marshall. Marshall rotates over the corner. They play catch. Murphy gets it on the dribble. Richardson now to Marshall. Marshall cut off, back to McCollum. 5 to shoot, down the lane, the floater, no good. Tipped out by Nance, tipped away by Curry, tipped by Nance to the backcourt. Pelicans get it. On the dribble, Marshall, now to Murphy. Murphy off the screen, wide open jumper, that's money for him. He's a pure shooter, was a pure shooter coming out of college. 43-32. And has gotten better as a shooter in the NBA. Poole to the cutting Curry. Underhand scoop to the hoop, no good. And the rebound goes to Nance Jr.
I think Murphy got a piece of that floater.
I think he did. Lob inside to Murphy by Marshall. Pass knocked away. Warriors get it back. Lamb dribbles out McCollum. Finds Poole. Poole fakes. Crossover dribble. Back to Lamb. Over to Poole. Poole circles up top. Comes to the right-hand dribble. Lost that. Almost falling out of bounds. Throws up a shot and got fouled.
I mean, what a mess. I mean, it's very frenetic. It's like, nothing smooth about it right now.
Out of control.
Yeah.
Not much screening going on. And even when they do screen, they're not getting an advantage. I mean, the Warriors don't have a lot of great screeners per se. Draymond is. Lamb can screen a little bit. Looney's a great screener, but the rest of the roster, not so much.
And lucked out because that was, you want to talk about a bailout. That was,
they gave him shots?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And he was behind the basket. So there you go.
Free throw hits the front rim, crawls over, and good.
You take what you can get.
Larry Bird made a shot from there in Hartford, Connecticut. And the Boston Celtics, I think they were playing Atlanta that night. I can't remember who they were playing, but he made one from behind the basket.
Maybe the last one of its kind.
Yeah, Poole hits both free throws, so the Warriors get a break. And they've cut the lead to 9. 43-34, yet another game where the Warriors are working uphill. McCollum takes his dribble across the logo, comes back left side, gets Curry as his defender. How many times have they gone nose to nose? Behind the back, McCollum stumbles. Curry knocked it away. Loose ball, Draymond saved it. Got it to Poole. Poole looks ahead. It's a 3-on-4 and had it stolen away by Larry Nance Jr. Murphy pulls up. He's wide open left wing and buries a three.
And I think he's hit all 3 threes from the exact same spot. Left wing.
46-34. Kuminga comes over. He's fouled by Marshall. Marshall was pushing him the entire way. 7-11 to go in the half. Looney comes in for Draymond. Klay Thompson will come in to replace Curry. Who will throw it in? Frustrating night so far for Golden State. Pelicans riding high. They're coming in with confidence. They played last night in Portland, but they really didn't have a tough time. Portland has basically rested all their key players for the rest of the year. So the Pelicans didn't have a guy play more than 31 minutes last night. Lamb will take it on the inbounds from Looney to Poole. Poole catches and lays it in. Left hand acrobatic play by Jordan Poole.
Nice play.
So it seems like the Warriors have found a couple things on offense, but Trying to find some ways to slow down the Pelicans. McCollum up high off a Marshall screen. Back to Marshall. He's wide open. Dribbles into the paint. Shoots over Looney. It's up and good. Little 6-footer. Took it right down the lane. Nobody was near him.
Well, they're just stringing out the defense.
Yep.
Stringing out the defense. Two guys end up one, and then you get it cross court. You got to scramble.
Poole gets it to Looney. Back to Poole on the left side. The 3 ball is short. Rebound to Ingram. Ingram will take it across the timeline. Guarded by Lamb off a screen. Ingram shoots a foul line jumper. Front rim. Glass no good. Tipped in by Larry Nance Jr. Nobody got a body on him.
Nope.
And the 5 guys in black shirts just watching as Nance tipped it in. Largely of the night for the Pelicans right now, 50-36. Lamb with a catch. Left side. Picks up his dribble. Finds a man in the corner. It's Kuminga. It's a 3 ball. It's good. Kuminga gets one to go.
A nice find by Lamb cross court there.
You didn't have your usual little...
No, that's fine.
That's
It's wide open. Shot clock's run a little bit. You're in the corner. Yeah, that's a fine one.
McCollum on a switch gets Lamb. Crossover dribble, cut off, spins back to his right, leaves it for Nance Jr. Now to Ingram. Kuminga overplayed, looking for a screen. Looney blocks the shot by Ingram, though, right at the rim, and it's knocked away. Poole comes up with it. Devon Looney with the reject. Poole behind the back, almost dribbled it out of bounds. Pass deflected, goes to Looney. And a foul called on Ingram, or is that Nance? Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah. Got there a little late and tried to swipe at the ball and got Looney's arm instead.
DiVincenzo in, Lamb out. Klay Thompson looped it into Looney. Handoff back to Klay, top of the key. Now a foul. Trying to ride and push through the pick was Dyson. He's called for a shove, and Looney goes to the foul line. It's a 15 foul on the Pelicans, so Warriors will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. I think when the Warriors get in the bonus like this, there should be like a sign from the bench, pump fake alert. Use your pump fakes.
Well, they better get going downhill because this team doesn't have a big-time shot blocker. Looney makes the first one, cut it to 8. So everything's got to start going downhill. Swing the ball, get the ball in the paint. 1 foot, 2 foot in the paint, at least make the defense react. And that's how you can get some open shots and do what they've been doing to you, string out the defense.
Looney hits both free throws. It's 50-41. 9-point lead for the Pelicans. Daniels, who trained at the same institute in Australia as Josh Giddey of Oklahoma City. Passes to the wing. Marshall left alone. Right side triple. Doesn't go. Slapped off the glass. And the rebound goes to Kuminga. Kuminga in the front court. Stops. Feeds Looney. Looney with a little jump stop. Looks for someone. Finds DiVincenzo. Probing the defense. Takes Marshall for a ride. Bounce pass to nobody. Goes right to Daniels. Turnover. Poole goes for a steal. Daniels on the deck. Trapped. And a timeout called by the Pelicans. Second time they've had a guy on the floor call a timeout. 4:47 to go, first half. Warriors trail 50-41 on the 95.7 The Game Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
What's up, Dub Nation? It's Stephen Curry. I love the sound of the Warriors crowd, so I've asked for them to help with this Rakuten commercial, the app that gives you cash back at thousands of stores. Plus, fans can score 10% cash back with Rakuten on Warriors gear, either in arena or online at Rakuten.com/Warriors. Just join Rakuten to get cha-ching on all your favorite Dubs things. All right, now that's a little too much. Visit Rakuten.com/Warriors.
Want to win big with your pets? PetSmart has anything they need, however you need it. They make it easy to score food, treats, toys, collars, beds, and more. Whether your most valuable pet is a dog, cat, reptile, fish, or small pet, you can get what they need at PetSmart quickly and conveniently. Shop 1,600 stores, PetSmart.com, or their app and try same-day delivery for free in-store or curbside pickup. PetSmart, anything for pets.
I thought learning a language would be too much work. Then I discovered Babbel. They make learning fun. J'aime Babbel.
Babbel's lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes, quick and easy. And soon you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
My friend from Italy said my accent and pronunciation is perfect. It's because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native speakers. Each lesson is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcast or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
O'Reilly. Need new wiper blades but not sure which ones are right for you? The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. We'll show you options for your vehicle and even install your new wiper blades for free. Right now, save $10 per pair on Bosch Focus wiper blades so you can see better in any weather. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is Steve Kerr. This Warrior season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
The biggest key is accountability, starting with myself. After the Lakers loss, like I said, we had some tough discussions. Everybody as a group, you reevaluate, what can I do better? All of our guys did the same thing, and we're holding each other accountable. We have a standard in which we want to play. It doesn't guarantee us a win, but all of our guys know that this is the time, this is important, that we step on the floor with a mentality to give ourselves an opportunity to win games, and we're doing that.
Willie Green talking about a team meeting they had after a tough loss. They lost the next game at the buzzer and have won the next 5, and they lead 50-41 over the Warriors with 4:47 to go, second quarter. Draymond Green back out there. And the Pelicans have the ball, attacking the basket to our right. 13 on the shot clock. Jones left alone, top of the key. His three is no good. Draymond Green with a rebound. Poole takes a handoff. The Poole comes back for the ball. A lot of young players do. Doesn't go to the outlet spot. Not many guys do that anymore. Poole finds Thompson, doubled, jump pass back to Poole, not a Dante. Dante drives on Daniels to Looney, hand off Thompson, back to Looney. Looney dribbles in, bangs his way in, goes up, so it's going to be an offensive foul on Kevon Looney.
Yeah, he ran him over. He could have pulled up from about 3 feet and shot that little left-handed jump hook and just trucked him.
So the turnover on Golden State. And that's number 10 of the half. Wow. This team is maddening. Jones with the ball. Over to Nance. Nance beyond the arc. Leaves it for Ingram. Pressure by DiVincenzo. Screen rubbed off of the screen, and Ingram fires and misses. Poole gets the rebound. Looney stepped out, gave Ingram something to think about. Poole in the middle. Shoveled it to DiVincenzo. Where spacing not great. Now DiVincenzo drives, goes in, finds Looney. He goes up, stripped from behind by Murphy. Nice play by Murphy. Daniels gets it to Ingram. He's banged on the play by Draymond. And that's going to be a foul. And now we have a push, and Ingram pushed Draymond. Draymond didn't do anything. Ingram was not happy with the foul. He's still chirping, going back to the bench.
Well, Draymond laid it on him pretty good.
He did.
And I think he's yelling at him, how? How is that a double technical? I didn't do anything.
And some pleasantries being uttered. C.J. McCollum still talking to Draymond in midcourt.
Does that mean Draymond misses another game?
No, he has 16? To get 2.
2 more, okay.
Yeah. Or if you're Luka, you get him rescinded.
Yeah.
We just go. Was not on me.
Mistaken identity?
Yes, exactly. And now C.J. McCollum has to be separated from Stephen Curry over there.
Getting a little testy. It's playoff time.
Warriors Clippers again. Ed Malloy.
That could have been a nothing burger. Just separate both of them.
Well, that's
move along.
Here's Ed Malloy. Let's see if we can hear him this time. Nope. Well, we got TNT in town. So they'll take a look at it. Ed Malloy will put on the headset. And they'll go back to Secaucus. We're not sure what they're looking at because we couldn't hear the referee's mic, but we can, I guess, the problem with this review is now they might call Draymond's a flagrant foul.
Yeah, you're right.
It's unnecessary. It's kind of excessive.
Yeah,
He just kind of bumped him. I mean, it's a little bump.
Well, I don't think you're selling it properly. You look like a linebacker, like a slot receiver coming over the middle.
Just a little love tap.
Yeah. 80s? Sure.
Yeah.
I would have bought it.
Yeah.
Now?
The long
you're right, though. You could make that case. I don't think they will.
Yep. There it is. Go. Yep. The way they're calling it, it was upgraded to a flagrant 1. Draymond applauds Ed Malloy. He's very close to getting kicked out here.
Yeah.
But they're going to shoot 2 and get the ball. Nothing for Ingram for the shove. Nothing for Ingram for the 2-hand shove on Draymond after the whistle will blow. Nothing for that. That's not fair. Sorry. Ingram hits the first free throw.
Now, do they get tees or not? They both got tees.
They both got tees.
Okay.
No, I think, let's look here. So they wash. That's why there's nothing. They wash. The tees wash each other out. So.
All right, got to regain composure here.
Yep, so Draymond got a technical. Well, so the Pelicans will have it here, leading by 11 now with the ball. Nance, left side, after 2 free throws by Ingram. Dribbles it out, bounce pass to Ingram, comes right off the screen to the right elbow. Backs it on Clay to the broken circle, stripped and stolen. DiVincenzo with it. DiVincenzo drives, throws over to Draymond. He'll drive in hard, goes up. It's an offensive foul on Draymond. And now Herbert Jones gets involved with Draymond because he stepped on him. And now Ingram wants a piece of somebody. Stephen Curry. I just don't agree with the offensive foul part of it. Now, these two teams are in a real heated state right now. And we have a lot to unpack here. And again, Ed Malloy is talking to the folks at TNT, but not to us. So I can't tell you exactly what he's saying here. But they are going to put the headsets back on. Another review for Ring Central. Did you think it was a charge in real time? You thought so? I thought he was moving.
Yeah, I thought he squared him up pretty good in the sternum. He can make it either way. And now I don't think he did this on purpose, but his foot hit the side of Jones' head as he was kind of stepping on. He tripped over him. You can make a case for a block there. I think I would have called charge, but then Jones gets up, shoves his leg off of him because he got kicked in the side of the head, which I don't think Draymond meant to. He was stumbling him over him, and his foot happened to catch him. But because of what just happened,
right?
Everyone's on red alert right now, and everyone's a little bit more amped up. That's what I said. You got to try to take a deep breath, calm yourself down a little bit, and try to get back to playing basketball.
Draymond Green, in one way, is trying to fire up his team and the crowd. But I'm worried that he might get ejected in this situation.
Yeah, that's the last thing they need.
Gloria checks in our Twitter question, where and how are you listening, plus who's your rookie of the year? She says Jalen Williams of OKC, the Santa Clara standout. Andrew says cool it, Dre, on Twitter. Marion wants to know what's going on with these turnovers at home, listening on the app, syncing with TV. Appreciate that, Marion. She says all about Keegan Murray. She wants the Warriors to play Sacramento in the playoffs. And Mary down Santa Barbara, one of our regulars. And Sirius XM, sync to the TV. Just come on, Dubs, we need the win. Well, part of this is frustration by Golden State.
Yeah.
Frustration not only tonight, but I think also the season.
Yeah, and it started the last 2 minutes of the T-Wolves game.
You know, the other thing I didn't even think about, and it just dawned on me, what if somebody started to come off the bench?
I didn't even notice that.
That's another thing they're going to have to look at. Because if somebody comes off the bench in that situation, that's a one-gamer. That wasn't a fight per se.
Yeah. Do they still do that if you come off and like do the one step and you get back like they used to?
Stoudemire?
Yeah. Oh, I'm back off.
Yeah.
I'm back off. No, I'm sorry.
That was silly.
That
back
was
then.
bad.
Yeah, especially in the playoffs.
And I think there's a little more leeway.
Yeah, I
the
think
way
so.
they adjudicate that nowadays, but I wouldn't even pay attention to that. I was just watching what was going on with Jones and Draymond, and I have no idea what they're going to call here.
Well, if they rule that Draymond kicked his feet intentionally, then Draymond's gone.
Well, that would be ridiculous.
Remember, he got technical foul and thrown out of a playoff game because of his foot. Oh,
I mean, they're showing the replay, and there's no way he did that on purpose.
The way the players are lining up, it seems like it is just an offensive foul. Because everybody's lining up like it's going to be Pelicans ball, and Draymond's still on the floor, but we don't know because we don't have the referee's mic. And this is not the game to not have it. Yeah, this is... So no ejection.
The original call on the floor before the altercation of offensive foul on Draymond Green stands as called, and there is no additional penalties to follow.
Much ado about nothing.
Took a long time to figure it out, but they got to figure it out. But I got to give them credit and also a little bit of the tip of the cap. That's a hard play to look at and try to figure out what the intent is.
Yeah.
And Kuminga's coming to get Draymond. Steve Kerr wants to get him off the floor for a minute. Draymond doesn't want to come out. He puts his arm around Steve and says, no, I got this. Kuminga replaces Draymond. Draymond gets a nice round of applause. Jones with the ball, feeds over to Nance Jr. Dribble hand off to Ingram. Foul line pop on the way. Missed it. Looney defensive rebound. The Curry. Let's see if all this stuff fires up the Warriors here at all. Curry gets some more focus. Curry dribble drive feeds Kuminga. Drop the ball on the deck. And Nance tied up. No, loose ball. Deflected it away. And McCollum comes up with it. Kuminga hustling back. McCollum dribble drive. Gets to the rim. Left-hand lamp. No good. Ball tipped away. Curry deflected it off of McCollum. Says Derek Collins. And it will be Warriors ball.
Yeah, McCollum just lost it. He had a wide open layup once he went by DiVincenzo and just lost it on the way up.
Curry finds Looney on the right side. Looped it to Looney, who did not roll. Turnover. Threw it right to Murphy. Murphy stops to Ingram down the lane, coasting to the rim. Easy layup for Brandon Ingram. And it's 54-41.
They need Curry to get going.
They need to stop turning the ball over.
That would help.
13 turnovers. Most of them unforced. Curry with the ball. Off a screen. Floater from the foul line. Got it. 54-43. Ball quickly in the front court. Jones turns the corner, drives and missed the layup. Rebound deflected away. Jones gets it back. Warriors weren't back on defense. McCollum right side three. Good. You got to get back on defense, Tom.
I mean, that's abysmal.
57-43 with 1:55 to go. Curry with the ball. Trapped on the sideline. Feeds Looney. Looney to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo off the screen. Goes hard. Flipped it off the glass. Ball no good. And the rebound to McCollum. McCollum to Ingram. Back to McCollum. Squares up for three. It's good. And it's a 17-point Pelicans lead, and they are just dissecting the Warriors right now.
The transition defense has been killing them.
Curry behind the back. Squares up from deep. Three is up. No. Ed Malloy spots an offensive foul. It's on Kevon Looney.
Wow.
Minute 28 to go before halftime. Draymond Green gets a call back from Steve Kerr. Going to come in.
They need to get to halftime and regroup.
Well, they got to play well the last minute 28 here, because if they keep playing the way they're playing, they're going to be down 25 at halftime. They're at 17 right now. McCollum will bring it up. Warriors have 14 turnovers right now. Nance dribbles it to Ingram. Ingram between the circles. Two-hand toss to Nance. Nance fakes, drives on Looney, spins, right-hand floater, too strong. Rebound Draymond, it's out of bounds. He couldn't contain it.
That one hurts because they forced him into a really bad shot there and had a chance to get the rebound and get going in your own transition game, and now they get another reset.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ed Malloy comes over to the scorer's table.
Well, Ed Malloy's getting far too much TV time for my liking.
The ball didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock goes from 23 to 1. Wow. Jeez. Jones will throw it in. Lobbed it in, blocked. It's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Shot clock violation, turnover. So they do get the stop. Took him an extra second, but they get the stop. Couple of buckets without any points scored by the Pelicans here would be nice.
Yes.
Curry to bring it up.
A couple shots.
Yeah, shots would be nice.
Just don't turn it over.
Behind the back to Draymond. Back over to Curry. Curry on the far side. Doubled. Pass cross court to DiVincenzo. Fakes a shot. Runs into Draymond. Gets the ball to Thompson. Back to Dante. Catch and shoot three right side. No good. And the rebound to Murphy. 60-43 Pelicans. Ingram steps up into a three. Nobody's challenged him. Clay got there a step late, and the three ball is good. And the lead is 20. Curry, other end. Penetrates outside the Dante. Back to Curry. Right side triple. Good. 28.4. They should get the ball back. But the Pelicans under Willie Green are very well coached. And they're going to run this down. Ingram on the logo. We got two guys spread out. Now Murphy comes up the screen for Ingram. He's doubled. Then a whistle and a foul called by Ed Malloy on Klay Thompson. First foul in the last 2 minutes, but that turns the shot clock off.
Yep. Now you're not getting the last shot. Well, you might.
You
if
might.
The Pelicans mess up.
But that just, again, focus.
Yep.
Knowing what the situation is. Here comes Kuminga. McCollum will toss it in from the near sideline. And here comes Ingram at midcourt. Comes into a screen, doubled. Almost went back court. McCollum dribbled and lost it to Clay. Clay with two. Clay bounce pass to Kuminga, throws it up, and it was after the buzzer, and it did not count. 63-46 at the break. Pelicans up 17. Is it just one of the worst halves of the year for Golden State in a time where they cannot afford that? Halftime coming your way. R.C. Davis with all the details. That's up next on the Warriors Radio Network.
What go best with a Warriors win? Free cookies! And not just one cookie or two cookie, but 3 free cookies!
When the Golden State Warriors win, get one free 3-pack of cookies.
Tungus love cookies, but Tungus love free cookies even mostest. Get that W, Warriors.
AMPM, too much good stuff. Proud partner of the Golden State Warriors. Only 1,000 deals available on the AMPM map for 24 hours on a first-come, first-served basis between October 18, 2022 and April 10, 2023. Only at participating AMPM stores while supplies last.
The Warrior season is heating up, and the race to the playoffs has begun. Keep up with your Dubs on NBC Sports Bay Area with pre- and post-game live 1 hour before and after each game. Hosted by Bonte Hill with Warriors alum Chris Mullen and Festus Ezeli. Then join Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azubuike for all the action on the court. Get additional coverage with the Dubs Talk podcast, hosted by Terrence Burke and Monty Poole, featuring special guests and in-depth analysis. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Doors and loading dock equipment are a crucial part of your business, and one you probably don't think much about until they break. A broken door or dock leveler can be a real security threat, along with disturbing the flow of goods in your business. Luckily, RNS is here for all your commercial door, dock, and gate needs. From overhead doors and security shutters to fire-rated and personnel doors, RNS can provide your business with safety and security. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR to schedule a free estimate or visit rsdoors.com. RNS Doors. Look for the red truck.
Splash! Curry responds here at Chase Center, and you aren't here to see it. Draymond with the emphatic block, and the crowd erupts. A crowd you could be a part of. And that's another bucket from Clay. Incredible! What would be even more incredible is if you were here. How much more incredible would that be, Bill?
It's incalculable, John.
Here is where it happens. Experience the Warriors at Chase Center. Tickets on sale now at warriors.com.
The NBA is going OFF. Listen, I got all the facts to back it all up. 30 teams after one dream, 24 seconds to make magic with the Rock. 7-footers raining deep threes, 2 guards dunking and leaving you in shock, and first-year hoopers balling with ease. All that, all the time, all around the league. And the NBA isn't leaving anyone behind. The NBA season continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Live on the Golden State Warriors audio network. Welcome to the Halftime Report.
Presented by United Airlines.
I don't know if you've worked with one of these. We call it a microphone.
Here's R.C. Davis.
This halftime report presented by United, the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. United, good, leads the way. Golden State trails the Pelicans at home by 17, 63-46. Steph Curry, 17 points to lead Golden State on 11 shots.
Ingram drives on Clay, right baseline, stripped and stolen. Curry saved it from going out of bounds. Poole will take it up the floor. He hurries. It's 3-on-2. Left side, Clay fires away. Not going to get this one. Defensive rebound, Jones, stolen by Curry. Flipped it up and in as he does a face plant. What a move by Curry.
Things got chippy at the end of the first half. Draymond picked up his 17th technical of the season for shoving Brandon Ingram after he was pushed by Ingram. New Orleans led by Ingram and his 16 points. No Zion Williamson or Andrew Wiggins tonight for either squad. Time to elevate your insights game with Google Cloud, the official cloud data and analytics partner of the Warriors. Tonight's stat of the game is the turnover game. 10 turnovers already for Steve Kerr, as protecting the Rock continues to be the team's Achilles heel. We'll get to all the scores next on the Kaiser Permanente scoreboard on the Golden State Warriors audio network, presented by United Airlines.
What makes a buzzer beater so great? The energy, the spontaneity, the choice to just go for it. Last second flight changes aren't so different. Whether it's pulling an all-nighter, checking off a bucket list item, or extending your trip for some R&R. At United, we think last second calls are yours to make. That's why we don't charge change fees, ever. This is what an airline looks like when good leads the way. United is proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. Exceptions apply for certain international flights. Forever applies to flights within the U.S. and between the U.S. and Mexico or the Caribbean.
Everyone circle up. I know it looks rough out there. Sure, we're down 119-64, but we came here to play differently. We need a game changer. Something like Ring Central, the business phone system that's more than a phone. I want you to communicate like you can talk to anyone, anywhere, all from the same app. Now get out there and play like you're using Ring Central.
Ring Central. Simpler communications. If you own a small business, you've probably been hearing a lot about the ERC, how it's worth up to $26,000 per employee, how easy it is, you know the spiel. So why am I still talking to you about it now? Because many of you still haven't filed a claim, but Innovation Refunds can help you close the book on this thing. They're backed by one of those big CPA firms the corporations use, so they can determine once and for all if your business qualifies. And it's free to find out. Go to innovationrefunds.com. That's innovationrefunds.com.
The roar of the crowd.
The sweet sound of a swish. Nothing beats being there live at Shea Center for the game, Warriors fans. And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to buying and selling the best seats all season long. Ticketmaster verifies every seat sold, guaranteeing that getting into the game is a layup. Be there live to defend Warriors ground this season with seats from Ticketmaster.com/Warriors. Ticketmaster, the official marketplace of the Golden State Warriors.
Hi, I'm Brian Bakhtiari, Executive Manager of Stevens Creek Subaru. With all the recent storms in California, it's a reminder of the power and unpredictability of Mother Nature. At Stevens Creek Subaru, we understand the importance of all-wheel drive, whether it's getting you to the slopes or coast, but more importantly, getting you back home safely. No matter what the elements, there's no better place to buy your next vehicle than Stevens Creek Subaru. Subaru has been awarded the most IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand since 2013, and Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand 8 years in a row. As always, at Stevens Creek Subaru, you always get good prices, great selection, and truly exceptional service. So whether you stop in for service or to take delivery of your new Subaru, remember to stop by the Wilderness Cafe and talk to our Subaristas. It's just another reason why Stevens Creek Subaru is the Bay Area's preferred destination for all things Subaru. We're located on Stevens Creek Boulevard just off of Winchester or online at StevensCreekSubaru.com. And remember, buckle up and drive safely.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-200-1966. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-200-1966. That's 800-200-1966 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
This is halftime.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors Audio Network presented by United Airlines.
Now back to R.C. Davis.
The Warriors 22-23 season is presented by Kaiser Permanente. Let's get right to the NBC Sports Authentic Fan Spotlight of the game, and it was in Oklahoma City.
PJ spots up for 3. Another one! Rip the net cord. PJ Washington, yet another Lowe's drilling 3-point shot. He has scored 17 in the fourth quarter.
Hornets beat the Thunder in Oklahoma City 137-134. Bad loss for the Thunder as they strive to stay in the play-in bracket of the playoffs. 31 points from rookie Jalen Williams in the loss. Washington beats the Celtics at home 130-111. Kristaps Porzingis 32-13 in the win. Atlanta beats the Cavaliers in Atlanta 120-118. 44 for Donovan Mitchell in defeat. The Raptors beat the Heat at home 106-92. Raptors now at 500, firmly planted in the play-in. And the Memphis Grizzlies win at home over the feisty Orlando Magic 113-108. Warriors down 17 as halftime continues. Brought to you by United Airlines.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Don't let earthquakes catch you off guard. United Way Bay Area and 211 want you to be earthquake ready. With the MyShake app, you can get early earthquake alerts in your area to provide seconds of life-saving time to take protective action. Get prepared. Get alert. Text earthquake to 211-211 for more information on how to get the MyShake app. That's earthquake to 211-211. 211 is a service of United Way Bay Area, a proud partner of the Golden State Warriors.
You can't host movie night on your phone's hotspot.
It's time for real home internet on the Xfinity 10G network. The future starts now. New customers can get 200 megabit Xfinity internet for just $25 a month for 2 years during our Xfinity 10G network launch celebration, now through April 23rd. Go to xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply to internet service and devices. Actual speeds vary.
O'Reilly. Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Let the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts test your battery for free. If it needs to be replaced, get up to a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with purchase of select Superstart batteries. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Coming to you live from the DoorDash radio booth, Dante DiVincenzo leads the Dubs with 4 rebounds.
Najee Marshall dribbles to the baseline, throws up top. Richardson takes a three on the way. Back rim. DiVincenzo goes after the rebound and pulled it down the right side.
Pelicans, though, have an 8 rebounding edge. Crashing the boards brought to you by Chilton Auto Body, the Bay Area leader in collision repair. Warriors down 17 as Tim and Tom return to the DoorDash radio booth next. On the 95.7 The Game, Golden State Warriors Radio Network.
For Kia, the driveway is where performance resides. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro. So here's to tip-offs and engine starts, clutch players and 8-speed automatic transmissions, to long-range shooters and even longer-range rides. Here's to the legends of the driveway, the Kia Telluride X Pro. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA and WNBA.
Kia, movement that inspires.
No matter what you're eating during today's Warriors game, sharing a jar of Mazzetta makes it better. Just pop open that red cap and give your favorite snack something extra like spicy, crunchy jalapenos on nachos or zesty pepperoncini on sandwiches and sliders. It's not difficult. It's not complicated. It's just better. At Mazzetta, we say that when you share your food, you share a part of who you are. So grab your family and friends and share some unforgettable flavors. Stop by your local store to find all of your Mazzetta favorites or visit Mazzetta.com for recipes and inspiration. No matter what, don't forget a Mazzetta. Go Dubs.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
It's time for the second half, sponsored by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort, where the good times never fade away. Visit CacheCreek.com to learn more about California's premier casino and resort.
Lamb with a catch. Left side. Picks up his dribble. Finds a man in the corner. It's Kuminga. It's a 3-ball. It's good. Kuminga gets one to go.
A nice find by Lamb cross court there.
The Warriors Community Foundation auction presented by Cache Creek Casino Resort is now open. Bid on items like a game-worn Stephen Curry jersey or lunch with head coach Steve Kerr. Text Warriors to 76278 or visit Warriors.com/auction to bid. Again, text Warriors to 76278 or visit Warriors.com/auction to bid. Tim, Tom?
Thank you, RC. 63-46. Pelicans lead by 17 here. And, of course, the Warriors coming off a game that got away from them right at the end.
It's one of those situations where it wasn't pretty, but if you find a way to just, finish those last 45 seconds, it's just a different feeling. And that's just the way the league goes. And you got to take that pill and swallow it just because, we lost. And try to learn from it, knowing that that's kind of like a playoff type situation where it can swing a series if you can grind out a win, however ugly it is, no matter how many turnovers you have and stuff. You obviously want to play better, so you have to address that. But, yeah, it's just a tough one.
Well, that was a tough one. This one is even worse right now. Over the last 4 quarters of basketball in this building, Warriors have 25 turnovers and 21 assists. At halftime tonight, they have made 17 shots, 37 attempts. That's 45.9. That's not a bad percentage at all. But the Pelicans have taken 11 more shots. That's because the Warriors have 14 turnovers and have surrendered 8 offensive rebounds. And of the offensive rebounds, Jonas Valanciunas, the big guy for the Pelicans, the 6'11", 265-pound center, he has only 1. So the Warriors just have not been doing a good job on the glass tonight. And again, 14 turnovers, 17 made shots. That's a ratio for disaster in the NBA. Warriors warming up at the basket to our right. They gather around Steve Kerr. They'll try to diagram something. Warriors started Jonathan Kuminga in this game. It didn't really work out the way they wanted. Didn't get him off to that great start. It was still a tie game with 3.5 to go in the first quarter. And then the Pelicans finished on a 13-2 run. And then the second quarter, things got worse. Draymond got a flagrant foul and a technical. Now, I'd have to double check whether or not it goes to points or just technicals at this point for Draymond, whether or not he can play the next game. But Draymond will throw it in, baseline left. Warriors going left to right. Pelicans, as they have done all night long, where they have a long, deep team of long athletes that are bothering the Warriors tonight. Warriors aren't the long, lengthy team they used to be. Curry, left sideline. Thompson cuts through, pass to Clay. Clay on the left side. Good close up by McCollum. Ball goes to Draymond. Right side to Curry. Off a screen by Kuminga. Shot no good. Jammed home! Dante DiVincenzo flew in between Ingram and Valanciunas and slammed it down with a right hand.
Well, that should give you some energy.
That
was big time.
My goodness. 63-48.
Wow.
Right between them and just jammed her. Oh, my goodness. A lot of people out in the concourse didn't get a chance to see that. A foul as Valanciunas got his arms underneath Draymond on a pass. That's going to be a side out.
Well, Draymond trying to get up in Valanciunas 28 feet away from the bucket. Try to get some energy. Try to get some intensity.
It's his fourth foul. Not a good fourth foul.
Now you got to be careful.
Yeah. McCollum the toss in, feeds Valanciunas. They go right back at him, trying to get the fifth foul. Valanciunas spins on Draymond, backs him up. Draymond pulled the chair, but Valanciunas still has it, takes it now. Whistle, he traveled. He changed pivot feet. And so the Warriors will get it. And a chance maybe to get back-to-back buckets to open the second half, Tom. Curry with a dribble. Comes across court to the far wing. Draymond comes up, gets the ball, hands it back to Curry. Doesn't look at the hoop. Find the cutter. It's DiVincenzo. Left-hand layup. Good, and he got fouled. C.J. McCollum had a hand on the hip, and Dante DiVincenzo with back-to-back buckets to open the second half.
The activity, 2 points in the paint, both of them downhill, one really downhill. But that's what you needed right there.
And for DiVincenzo, credit Curry on that one. He was patient and waited for Dante to make that cut. 63-51. Warriors down 12. 8-0 run for Golden State. Way back to the first half. Ingram has to come all the way out, but Kuminga denies him. McCollum's tied up. Back cut inside by Murphy. Dropped the ball. Curry comes up with it. Curry hightails it across half court. Curry drifting left corner, finds Thompson, fires away. 3-ball, left corner, pocket. Chase Center is rocking for the first time tonight. It's a 9-point lead for the Pelicans, and Willie Green wants a timeout. 63-54. This team is maddening on the Golden State Warriors radio network.
The Warriors season is heating up, and the race to the playoffs has begun. Keep up with your dubs on NBC Sports Bay Area with pre- and post-game live 1 hour before and after each game. Hosted by Vontae Hill with Warriors alum Chris Mullen and Festus Ezeli. Then join Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azubuike for all the action on the court. Get additional coverage with the Dubs Talk podcast, hosted by Terrence Burke and Monty Poole, featuring special guests and in-depth analysis. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
One winning team deserves another. That's why the Warriors have teamed up with Newfront. As their official employee benefits consultant, Newfront is helping the Warriors achieve their goals off the court so they can focus on being champions on the court. Newfront is not just changing the insurance game, they're changing the way companies can ensure their team is healthy, happy, and motivated, because that's the secret to success. Work, love, play like a Warrior. That's the Newfront way.
And that's another three from Clay. The Warriors are heating up here at Chase Center, and I cannot believe you are not here to witness it. Ooh, steal by Draymond over to Curry from downtown. That's a new career high without you here to see it. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, Bill, how would it feel to not be here right now?
Crushing, John. Crushing.
Here is where it happens. Experience the Warriors at Chase Center. Tickets on sale now at warriors.com.
Find what you love at the Mila Innovation Center at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. Out of your dreams and into your kitchen, select the qualifying built-in kitchen appliance package that's right for you. With unrivaled technology and luxury-grade quality, when you bring home a Mila, you're bringing home true innovation. Now, for a limited time, save up to $2,100 with the purchase of a qualifying Mila appliance package. Visit the Mila Innovation Center at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
Check out the secret sauce of the game after every Warriors game. The secret sauce of the game brought to you by Proposition Chicken. Fried, flipped, fake. This chicken goes 3 ways. Now available in 9 Bay Area locations.
At Lawton Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, we know how hard it is to care for loved ones. Come and check out the 5-star facility named one of the top skilled nursing facilities by U.S. News and World Report. Visit us at lifegen.net or call Dan Daly at 415-566-1200.
This is Steve Kerr. The Warriors 2022-2023 season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
8-0 run for the Warriors in this quarter, 11-0 going back to the first half, a minute 52. Signs of life here at Chase Center, at Golden State trails by 9.
Well, what has it been? Offensive rebound, defensive play that led to a fast break point. They only had 2 of those in the first half. They have more fast break points in the first minute and 16 seconds that they had all of the first half. They had 2 second chance points. They've already got 2 of those. So it's about hustle, intensity, and focus on defense.
Herbert Jones will handle this time down for the Pelicans. Gets the ball to Ingram. Rip the ball through on Kuminga. Euro steps in, throws out. Jones has time, launches, and hits a 3.
Yeah, this drew the defense there. That's what you get. You go downhill, you're aggressive, you draw the defense, and if you're able to find open players, they'll be there.
Pelicans are 10 of 15 from 3. They've had a lot of wide open looks. Curry catches left side. We have a whistle and a foul. This will go against the Pelicans. Curry, of course, takes the shot, hits the shot. I'd like to go back and look at all the tape over his career. He's probably scored about 1,000 points after the whistle.
Didn't count.
Curry will toss in below the hash mark. DiVincenzo the catch, finds the curling Klay Thompson. Takes to the paint, shoots over McCollum. No good. Valanciunas holds the rebound. Flipped it ahead to Trey Murphy.
That was a tough shot by Klay.
Yeah.
Boy, drifting and fading. Well, look where he's getting it done. He's getting it all done in the restricted area.
Yep.
And one, follow dunk, and then that aggressively taking into Valanciunas.
It's already the 3rd team foul on New Orleans here as DiVincenzo misses a free throw. First miss of the night for the Dubs. Been a low free throw night.
We like those.
Warriors have taken 8 free throws. I think there's been about 8 reviews tonight. I think second free throw is good. Golden State down 11, which is nothing in the association. See their continued level of play here in the second half. Jones penetrates to Ingram. Steps in on Klay Thompson. Double clutch on the rim. Good, and got fouled. Klay Thompson picks up the personal.
Yeah, got the pump fake.
Yeah.
Klay said he didn't get him. I mean, he didn't get much of him.
No, he got
I'll say
the
that.
follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ingram at the line tried to push the lead back to 14, and he does, 69-55. So the Pelicans have kind of gotten their act together here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo and Curry a handoff. Curry blasting left side. Feeds Draymond. Wide open layup. Good.
Yeah, I would just keep doing that over and over and over again. As long as Valanciunas on the court, get him on the perimeter and make him work.
Kuminga nose to nose with Ingram. Fights through a screen. Ingram bounce pass to Valanciunas. Rotates in the corner to Jones. Good fake on Draymond. Around Draymond. Missed the layup. Rebound loose. Draymond had it. Knocked out of bounds. It's off Draymond. And Ed Malloy will give the ball back to New Orleans. And now Derek Collins coming down. Talking to Ed Malloy, I think, about the shot clock. Yeah, looks like it was a good call.
Yep. I think Jones is trying to figure out how he missed that reverse layup.
Oh, I know. He was wide open.
He didn't even give it a chance to get to the rim. It wasn't even close.
So they're saying that Draymond had possession. And then, so it's 23 on the shot clock for the Pelicans. Okay, Ingram catches left side, dribbles in, fades up to the foul line, up and good. That's a costly mistake there. 71-57. DiVincenzo right side triple, no good. Rebound Valanciunas holds it high. Gets it out to McCollum. McCollum down the left side, met by Klay Thompson. Feeds to Ingram. Ingram leans in on DiVincenzo. Herky-jerky move. Tough shot over Draymond, no good. Rebound loose, a foul. It's going to be on Golden State. This is on Dante DiVincenzo. Ed Malloy blows the whistle. Third team foul. Now both teams with 3 team fouls. Valanciunas looked like he got crashed into, but I have a hard time believing that DiVincenzo did that much damage to Valanciunas.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really get a good look at it. The angles that we got weren't really conclusive one way or the other.
Murphy takes a handoff. It's a runner down the lane. No good. Curry with a rebound. Curry comes out of the pack. Warriors down 14 here. Chest pass to Thompson. Fakes, triple threat. Puts it on the deck. Steps back into a tough shot. It's up. No good. DiVincenzo with a rebound. Out to Curry. Curry steps around McCollum. Backward glance to Draymond. Back to Curry. Circles in. Throws up to Draymond. Draymond dribbles in. Wants to find a cutter. Feeds Thompson. Catch and shoot. 3-point. No good. Rebound Valanciunas. Klay Thompson, 3 of 11 now from the floor. On the right side. I'm going to get Kuminga involved a bit on the offensive end. Ingram had the ball. Couldn't handle a pass. Goes out of bounds. Warriors get a break. An unforced error by the Pelicans.
Yeah, you can tell that the length of Murphy and Jones are giving him trouble on the perimeter.
Oh, yeah. That's part of why the Pelicans have been playing good defensive late. DiVincenzo to Curry. Right side, 3 ball up, no good, and the rebound to Ingram. Warriors were doing a good job of attacking the glass. They've kind of gotten away from that. McCollum high steps it off the screen. Launches left sideline. No good. Klay Thompson fires back for the rebound. Dribbles it to Kuminga. Kuminga on the right wing. Bounce pass to Draymond. Hand off to Klay. Squares up, jumper up. Got it.
He finally got one where he was able to go straight up and straight down.
Absolutely. Klay now ties his career high 276 made threes in the season. Valanciunas to McCollum. McCollum down the lane has DiVincenzo on his back and floats it up and in. 73-60 Pelicans, 6:55 to go. Third quarter of play. DiVincenzo finds Draymond. Thompson comes up, catches, drives on McCollum, hook pass to Draymond. Draymond waves DiVincenzo away. Screen set, jumpers up, no good, but a foul first. McCollum ran over DiVincenzo. Dante has some words for CJ. Something about Villanova beating Lehigh, I think. And they're going to review this. This could be a flagrant
that's
foul.
If Draymond's a flagrant, that's a flagrant.
Right.
Because that's exactly or very similar to what Draymond did. Just that extra push off your plant foot. You drive that shoulder through the sternum. But that's, to me, that's got to be a flagrant.
C.J. McCollum and Draymond Green with greetings and salutations.
Yeah, that'll be a flagrant. I feel confident in saying that.
Tom Toller puts his reputation on the line.
I do.
6:43 to go in the third. Warriors down 13. They've trailed by as many as 20. A lifeless, error-filled first half for Golden State. Only time of energy was Draymond got a flagrant foul and then got into it a little bit with the Pelicans. The crowd seeing replay, they react. 18,000 officials watching tonight. It was nasty.
In fact, it's probably closer to a flagrant 2 than it is to a nothing.
Well, we don't have the referee's mic, but Ed Malloy is telling our friend Stan Van Gundy all about it.
The foul on McCollum has been upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1.
Flagrant foul, penalty 1. Did you think it was going to be a penalty 2?
No, I just said I just was making the point that it was closer to a flagrant 2 than it was to nothing.
Right. Okay.
That it was a 1. I mean, he's not even running to Clay.
No, he's just
Clay's in the
went,
corner,
yeah,
and he just ran through Dante. He was like 2 feet to the right of Clay.
Something got into C.J. McCollum's skin because that's very uncharacteristic of his.
Yeah, I don't know.
Play.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, that wasn't just that play. There was something that happened before that got under his skin, because once he got radar lock on Dante, he didn't care where Clay was.
DiVincenzo hits the first. That's true. He veered out of the way. He could have gone and closed out on Clay, but decided, nope, I'm going to take my shot here.
See if he can turn this into a 5-point possession here.
DiVincenzo will sit down. Lamb comes in. Steve Kerr kind of monitoring his players' emotions right now.
It feels like he's monitoring tempers as much as he's monitoring the game.
Exactly. Curry screens for Thompson off the inbounds. Clay with a jumper. Got it! It's a 5-point possession for the Warriors, and they cut the lead to 8. 73-65. What a trip down the floor for Golden State. Jones with it, middle of the floor. Ingram comes out left wing. Ball goes right to Nance. Nance dribbles up top. Looks to facilitate. It's kind of in a loony role for New Orleans. Ingram gets it on the side. Murphy, baseline, trapped. Double team, pass to the corner. Got it to Jones. He'll drive in. Goes up. No good. It's going to be a shot clock violation and a turnover on New Orleans. And the crowd roars their approval here at Chase Center. Many of them starting to stand now as Curry comes across midcourt. McCollum rides him left side. Thompson catches, fires another one. Up and no good. Klay Thompson, a little heat check there. Has a new career high in threes now. 277. Ingram stops to the right baseline. Throws out to McCollum. McCollum off the screen. Plays there. It feels like a playoff game. Ingram catches, doubled on the catch. Pass inside the Nance. Nance trap, throws the corner to Jones. Up top to Murphy. Fires for three. It's no good. Lamb called for a foul. Steve Kerr looks back to the bench. And apparently he got him in the face as he went by.
That one really hurts.
Yeah, they were just getting some momentum. Yeah, he followed through on his face. Not a smart play.
No.
Even if he didn't touch him, it's not a smart play. Free throw by Murphy
you fly
is good.
by, keep your hand up, right? And just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
You look back to see if there's a rebound. If you get it, you stay where you are. If not, you come back. The heat of the moment, players kind of forget these little details. And this will just make the trip back for the Warriors a little harder. But a stop there, and now you get momentum. You get everything rolling your way.
Absolutely.
And now it takes the crowd out of it. 3 free throws for Murphy, who's a great shooter, and he hits all 3. Make it 76-65. Curry and Draymond execute the inbounds pass, which was harder to do in the first half. Ball goes to Draymond up top, back to Curry, right side, fires the 3, got it! Lamb with a screen, underappreciated skill there. And Curry hits the 3 to make it 76-68. 5:17 left in the third. Pelicans on a 5-game winning streak, playing outstanding ball. Come to the near side. Ingram takes a handoff, drifting, gets Thompson up top. Left-hand dribble, Clay falls down. Ingram pass inside to Nance. Nance, low pass to Jones. Rotates out to Murphy. By the hash mark, it's an air ball. Grabbed by Curry. Curry up the floor. Throws to Thompson. Bad pass. And a foul. It's on Clay.
Good foul.
Will this be a take foul, though?
That's a good question.
Casey,
might be.
Casey Hill's up off the Pelicans bench saying, hey.
I think you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Which would just compound everything.
Yep. Bad foul.
No, it's a good foul because it's not a take foul. But he does put the Pelicans to the free throw line.
All right, bad foul. Stop. I'm just going to go.
Make up your mind,
I'm just
sir.
going to go good foul, bad foul.
Yeah.
You can stop me when you agree.
Tim Roy with a waffling Tom Tober.
I like blueberries on mine, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Murphy, who started at 4 tonight, 15 points, 4 of 6, 3 of 4, 4 of 4 shooting. Nice find by the Pelicans. Free throw on the way, good.
That's efficient.
Yep. The Pelicans have hit 5 straight free throws. They lead by 10. Jordan Poole has joined the fun, gets the ball into Looney. Looney dribble handoff to Thompson. Chased by 2 defenders. Pass over to Kuminga. Low pass, good catch. Kuminga hands it back to Clay. Clay behind the back to Lamb. Fires a corner 3. Got it! Murphy was right there, but Lamb stayed true. 78-71 the score. First bucket of the night for Lamb. Nance, handoff Murphy. Gets Lamb on his hip. Shoots the floater. That's good. Larry Nance set some really good screens up top. 80-71 Pelicans. Poole waiting, finds Thompson. They jump to him, ball to Lamb. In the corner again. No. Rebound. Looney got knocked down, a foul. And Kevon Looney will shoot a couple of free throws. And it looked like he banged his right elbow on the way down. Jones with the foul, his second. So both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way. Gary Payton the second, who played only 4 minutes, had a real tough run early. He's on the floor for a run that was a 14-point deficit for Golden State. He's going to check in here as Looney buries the first. Did you ever have a set number you wanted, if you were down the game like this, get down 20, that you wanted to be, comfortable heading into the fourth quarter?
No, I never really felt that way. I know a lot of people say get under double digits, but I always felt like, what's the difference between 10 and 9? I just wanted to feel like we're starting to play better. Like, are we playing better? Are we doing stuff that I think can be successful offensively? And have we kind of figured them out a little bit defensively? But I never really had a set number I looked at and said, okay, we're in it. Because then if you don't get there, what do you say? Okay, we're out of it.
Looney makes 1 of 2. Pelicans with a rebound off the second miss. Ingram gets it, guarded by Payton. Leans back into him. Shoots a fadeaway over the top. Swish.
Yeah, just too long.
82-72. Again, the lead pushed back to double figures. Poole to Thompson. Down to Looney, low right. Cross court skip to Lamb. Puts it on the deck. Gets the middle. Feeds Lamb. And he traveled. Yep. Jump, stop.
Yeah. Not jump, run.
Kenny Atkinson makes some defensive assignments straight now at half court. Jones will dribble to Ingram. ISO'd on the left. Off a dance screen. Gets to the foul line. Rocks back. No good. Ball tipped out. Poole will get it. Poole 1-on-3. Stops and waits. It's a drag screen by Looney and accelerates down the falling out of bounds. Throws out to Lamb. Lamb dribbles right down the rim, goes up left-handed, got fouled from behind, and Lamb's going to shoot two.
To be honest, I don't know that I love the Gary Payton on Ingram matchup, because if he catches it within 12 feet, he's just going to turn and shoot it right over him. He doesn't have the length to get up. And not that it's easy to challenge his shot anyway, but you got to be able to get him off his spot.
And the thing with Ingram is that very rarely does he leave the ball unprotected.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps it high. Free throw good, and a timeout. Lamb hits the free throw. Willie Green taking a page from his former head coach's book. Oh, check that. It's not a timeout. We have somebody bleeding. I believe it's going to be for the Pelicans. That's Josh Richardson got whacked in the nose on the drive by Lamb. So as we look down from the DoorDash broadcast booth, trying to get that situation taken care of. If the Pelicans get into the playoffs or even into the play-in, wherever they end up, they're going to earn it, because here's their remaining schedule.
It's rugged.
They have home games against the Clippers, the Kings, the Grizzlies, and the Knicks. And after tonight, their 2 road games are at Denver, at Minnesota. They finish the year at Minnesota. That could be a barn burner.
Yeah. And by the way, I just want to say this for the record. When somebody's bleeding, it's just the infectious disease thing. That has a negative connotation. I just think hemoglobin leakage would be a much better term.
Oh.
Hemoglobin leakage stoppage.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
About 5 seconds.
Lamb misses the second free throw. Jones has the board for the white-clad Pelicans. They lead by 9. 82-73. Ingram catches, but way away from the basket.
Yeah.
Payton on him. Ingram one dribble over to Daniels. Daniels unguarded, goes down the lane. Feeds Jones for 3. It's up, no good. Tipped away, and there's Curry right in the scrum. Gets fouled by Nance. He reached. Nance knew he made the mistake. Curry sold it by going down, and he walks up with a couple of free throws in his back pocket. Now we get a timeout. 2:42 to go in the third. Warriors creeping closer. They're down by 9, 82-73 with 2:42 to go. Third quarter of play at Chase on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Dub Nation knows good things come in threes, whether it's a game-winning three-pointer or all the games, glitz, and great entertainment you can enjoy at Northern California's premier casino resort. Cache Creek is the place to play a hot hand on our world-class gaming floor, indulge at our luxurious spa, or catch a live performance from your favorite acts. It's all here, just a short drive away. This is your time to cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort, official sponsor of your Golden State Warriors.
What's up, Dub Nation? It's Stephen Curry. I love the sound of the Warriors crowd, so I've asked for them to help with this Rakuten commercial, the app that gives you cash back at thousands of stores. Plus, fans can score 10% cash back with Rakuten on Warriors gear, either in arena or online at Rakuten.com/Warriors. Just join Rakuten to get cha-ching on all your favorite Dubs things. All right, now that's a little too much. Visit Rakuten.com/Warriors.
Buzzer beaters from the curb, fadeaways, step backs, pump fakes, on a 1-on-0. 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro, the MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. Here's to the legends of the driveway. Kia is the official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Kia, movement that inspires.
The Warrior season is heating up, and the race to the playoffs has begun. Keep up with your Dubs on NBC Sports Bay Area with pre- and post-game live 1 hour before and after each game. Hosted by Fonte Hill with Warriors alum Chris Mullen and Festus Ezeli. Then join Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azubuike for all the action on the court. Get additional coverage with the Dubs Talk podcast, hosted by Tarek Burke and Monty Poole, featuring special guests and in-depth analysis. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
What's up, Dub Nation? It's Stephen Curry. I love the sound of the Warriors crowd, so I've asked for them to help with this Rakuten commercial, the app that gives you cash back at thousands of stores. Plus, fans can score 10% cash back with Rakuten on Warriors gear, either in arena or online at Rakuten.com/Warriors. Just join Rakuten to get cha-ching on all your favorite Dubs things. All right, now that's a little too much. Visit Rakuten.com/Warriors.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors audio network presented by United Airlines.
Klay Thompson pretty happy to have Gary Payton II back on the floor.
Oh, man, it was great having Gary back. I was really happy the ovation he got because he earned it. He was a huge part of what we did last year and why we were the champs. And I know he will be again this year because he's such a great player and he's so good around the rim. He's so good on defense, and he's just going to be a huge asset for us going forward.
Stephen Curry will go back to the free throw line with the Warriors trailing 82-73. They're showing on the board that Klay Thompson now has, think about that, after 2 years away, sets a career high for most three-pointers made in a season. Curry misses the free throw.
Yeah, has an outside shot at 300. Going to take a little bit, but the outside shot at it. He gets rolling in a couple games. He very easily could.
One Klay game would really help in that regard. Curry hits the second. 82-74. Warriors down 8. Let's see if they can get some stops here to close out the quarter. Daniels will call up Richardson. Richardson feeds Jones. Jones back over to Richardson for 3. Missed it. Back for the rebound, Looney, and he'll save it to Poole. Poole on the jog. Has his choice of screens. Chooses Lamb. Comes right. Dribbles. Shoots over a double team. Up and no good. Ball rebound in the corner by Valanciunas, who got it to Richardson. Richardson throws ahead to the streaking. Ingram goes a block from behind by Poole. Daniels gets it. Trapped it in the paint. Waits. Throws it out for Valanciunas. Back outside. 10 on the shot clock. Daniels gets it on the right wing. Waits for Ingram. Stutter steps out. Catches the ball. Guarded by Lamb. Pump fake. Spins. Dribble drive down the lane. Double clutch on the rim. Good. And a foul. That's a crusher right there.
Shouldn't have blocked the layup.
Jeez.
Mike Costas a point.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Tolbert Book of Basketball. Don't hustle back. Let him score the layup, and we'll get the ball in.
Hey. Oh, that's just frustrating now.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
A great hustle play, and this 50-50 ball, Pelicans get it, and now have a chance at a three-point play instead of just 2, and they cash in, of course.
So Ingram hits that. Ingram already with 26 points. We're not done with the third yet. Warriors down 11. Shot by Curry, up no good. Rebound tipped off the glass by Looney. Tipped again. Looney grabbed it on the third try out to Curry. Straight on for 3. Got it! Come on, Looney! Crashing the glass.
Man, what an effort. He was the only Warrior down there amongst a sea of Pelicans, and he was the one that came up with it.
85-77 New Orleans. Payton denies Ingram. The ball goes to Valanciunas. He'll dribble it to Ingram. Ingram trapped at midcourt. Finds Daniels. Dribbles over to Richardson. Richardson probing the defense. Backs up. Checks the clock. 5 to shoot. Feeds Valanciunas in deep on Looney. Little jump hook on the right hand. Good. Turning left shoulder. With back-to-back possessions, the Warriors have played well, and the Pelicans have cashed in. Ball goes to Payton. Payton inside. Pass deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Warrior ball. 59.9 remaining in the third. They're down by 10, 87-77. 16 on the shot clock here. Poole to throw it in. Looking. Looped it outside to Payton. Leaves it for Curry. Payton will screen for Curry. Curry gets Ingram as a result. Gets a screen. Gets Valanciunas. Shoots over him and hits a 3. Curry cuts it to 7. 87-80. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Daniels cut off by Poole on the left wing. Retreats to the dribble to midcourt. To Valanciunas. Back to Daniels. Good denial by Payton on Ingram. Richardson turns the corner, gets downhill, foul line jumper, got it. That's too easy.
Yep.
89-80. Warriors just trading baskets here, but staying in touch with the Pelicans. Poole to Curry. Curry dribbles, takes another 3 left wing. This one's no good. Looney offensive rebound out to Lamb. Skipped it up top to Poole. Takes a dribble to his left, takes the jumper. It's no good. Looney with the rebound. Out to Curry, right side 3. Good! 89-83, 10 seconds to go. Ingram Dribbles midcourt, stolen away. Poole gets the steal and a dunk. Peyton and Poole combined for the turnover. It's a 4-point game, and Chase is going crazy. 4.7 to go in the quarter. Ingram picks it up. Looking long. Midcourt, deflected by Lamb. Lamb goes up strip. 1 second. Daniels for midcourt. Good if it goes. It's off the glass. No good. What a finish to the third. Don't go away. 12 minutes left to chase. The Warriors, with maybe their positioning on the line, trail New Orleans 89-85. This is the defending champion Golden State Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Everyone circle up. I know it looks rough out there. Sure, we're down 119-64, but we came here to play differently. We need a game changer. Something like Ring Central, the business phone system that's more than a phone. I want you to communicate like you can talk to anyone, anywhere, all from the same app. Now get out there and play like you're using Ring Central.
Ring Central, simpler communications.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message from Sarah.
Hi, Jake from State Farm. I eat hard-boiled eggs, like shell and all. The crunch is exquisite.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Do you have neuropathy? Are you experiencing numbness, tingling, and pain that just won't stop? Are you taking dangerous drugs that have serious side effects and never fix the pain? If so, please listen to this message. Neuropathy is a serious progressive condition that only gets worse if not treated properly. Call SF Bay Wellness at 844-94-NERVE to get back to doing the things you want to do. There is no drug, exercise, or surgery that can heal nerves. Don't wait until your condition gets worse and stops you from living your life fully. SF Bay Wellness has a time-tested, proven track record of helping hundreds of patients to improve and reverse their neuropathy. If you're ready to regain your independence, contact SF Bay Wellness at 844-94-NERVE. Call now for your $99 neuropathy special and receive a personal treatment plan that is tailored to your needs. Call 844-94-NERVE. That's 844-94-NERVE and start to enjoy life again.
Ingram dribbles midcourt, stolen away. Poole gets the steal and a dunk. Peyton and Poole combined for the turnover. It's a 4-point game, and Chase is going crazy.
That's our shot of the game, brought to you by Friedman's Appliance, a trusted name since 1922. Visit friedmansappliance.com today. Tim and Tom, we got ourselves a good one.
Yes, we do, RC. And it's a 4-point lead for the Pelicans. Curry with 13 in the third. And from three, the Warriors outscored the Pelicans 24-3 in that third quarter. And Kevon Looney is relentless.
He was, you want to talk about indispensable. He created 6, if not 9 of those points in the last 90 seconds just by getting second chance opportunities. That is the difference between a 4-point game and possibly a 12-13 point game. He has 8 rebounds, 6 of them on the offensive glass, and I would guess, if I look real quick, at least 4 of them in the third quarter, 5 of them in the third quarter. Felt like all 5 of them came within the last 2 minutes.
Nice.
Big start to this quarter, too.
Let's see what they do here. Draymond Green will start with Poole, Curry, Lamb, and Kuminga. Pelicans with the ball going right to left. 4-point game. Pelicans led by 20 at one point. Valanciunas dribbles. Hand off McCollum. Cut off by Draymond. Ball goes to Richardson. Skipped it cross court. Marshall puts it on the deck. Goes baseline on a cruise. Bounce pass through traffic. Hit Curry. Curry comes up with it. Curry dribbles hard left side. Comes middle all the way to the cup. Layup good. We've got a 2-point game. And now it looks like the Pelicans are the team that are a little unglued here. McCollum to Marshall. It's an 8-0 run for the Warriors going back to the third. Marshall dribbles through a Valanciunas screen, takes it in deep, pump fake, feeds Valanciunas. Pump fake, Draymond goes up and flipped it up and in.
Yeah, well, that was because of the defensive or the penetration by Marshall. He just got too deep. Draymond had to come over and help and just flipped it to Valanciunas for a little three-footer.
Draymond will take it up the right sideline, finds Kuminga, dribbles to Poole. Poole gets off the screen, 17-footer straight on, good! Jordan Poole knocks down a bucket. 91-89 the score. C.J. McCollum. Drifting bounce pass to Valanciunas. Rotates out to Richardson. An open three on the left wing, and it's good. Valanciunas with the assist.
That's what the Warriors have been known for years. Pick and roll, get it to the middle to Draymond, and he kicks it to the weak side. That's exactly what Valanciunas did.
Kuminga to Poole. Poole topside. Pass to Draymond. Draymond dropped the ball. Curry cuts through. Ball goes to Poole. In the corner. Double. Feeds Draymond. Draymond feeds Kuminga. Goes up and dunked it. Well, they took their time getting there, but they get the dunk. Down 3. 94-91. 10-13 to go. Marshall drives on Poole again. Right by him. Layup up. No good. Rebound. Draymond. And we got it. It's out of bounds.
Well, Poole's got to be a little stouter on defense. Marshall's getting all the way to the restricted area without much concern.
Curry's got 32, 26 30-point game of the season. McCollum pump fake and flying by was Kuminga. Jumper on the right side, no good. Wrestle for the rebound. Who's got it? Draymond Green comes up with it. Curry middle of the floor. Chest pass to Poole. Drives by Valanciunas and scores! It's a 1-point game. Pelicans 94, Warriors 93. Willie Green with a play call. Tapping his elbow. McCollum comes up off the screens and the ball goes to Valanciunas. McCollum will take the handoff. Chase the double. Feeds over to Marshall. Drives on Poole. Takes him middle. Spins it out to the wing. Jump around the way by Richardson. Won't go. Curry defensive rebound. Took it away from Murphy. In transition, Curry. Pass inside to Lamb. Lamb bounce pass to Kuminga. Up top to Draymond, trailing the play. Draymond waits. Finds Curry with a save as the ball was going out of bounds. Poole to Draymond, back to Poole. Dribble drive, Euro steps in, floats it up and in! The Warriors lead by 1. Last time they led, it was 23-20 with 4:06 to go in the first. And the Pelicans want to talk it over. Standing ovation for the Dubs, down 20. They lead by 1 with work to do. 9:02 to go. Warriors 95, Pelicans 94. This is Golden State Warriors basketball presented by United Airlines.
Dub Nation knows good things come in threes, whether it's a game-winning three-pointer or all the games, glitz, and great entertainment you can enjoy at Northern California's premier casino resort. Cache Creek is the place to play a hot hand on our world-class gaming floor. Indulge at our luxurious spa or catch a live performance from your favorite acts. It's all here, just a short drive away. This is your time to cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort, official sponsor of your Golden State Warriors.
Don't let earthquakes catch you off guard. United Way Bay Area and 211 want you to be earthquake ready. With the MyShake app, you can get early earthquake alerts in your area to provide seconds of life-saving time to take protective action. Get prepared. Get alert. Text earthquake to 211-211 for more information on how to get the MyShake app. That's earthquake to 211-211. 211 is a service of United Way Bay Area, a proud partner of the Golden State Warriors.
What's up, Dub Nation? It's Stephen Curry. I love the sound of the Warriors crowd, so I've asked for them to help with this Rakuten commercial, the app that gives you cash back at thousands of stores. Plus, fans can score 10% cash back with Rakuten on Warriors gear, either in arena or online at Rakuten.com/Warriors. Just join Rakuten to get cha-ching on all your favorite Dubs things. All right, now that's a little too much. Visit Rakuten.com/Warriors.
Kirby is your driveway mechanic. They bring the shop to you with brake and tire replacements, oil changes, and much more. It's the ultimate convenience, easy booking, transparent pricing, on-time arrivals, and service right in your driveway. No waiting rooms and direct access to your mechanic with friendly and reliable service. No middleman or upsells. They're so sure you'll love the convenience. Take $50 off your first oil change with code OIL50 at Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com and use code OIL50. Kirby, your driveway mechanic.
With energy bills as high as they are, proper weatherproofing is essential. If you're working with a client to upgrade or build a new home, be sure to visit Golden State. They partner with respected brands such as Owens Corning, James Hardie, and Boral Siding. They're a great option for a comfortable home with lower energy bills. Start at goldenstatelumber.com. Building better in the Bay Area since 1954. Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
This is Steve Kerr. The Warriors 2022-2023 season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
Golden State found themselves down by 20 in this game. They were coming unglued. Draymond Green tried to interject some energy into the Warriors. It didn't take until the second half. They were down by 17 at the break. But right now, fighting their way back. They lead 95-94 with 9:02 to go. Don't forget to celebrate Latino Heritage Night on Warriors ground. That's on Friday, March 31st, this Friday. Dubs take on the San Antonio Spurs, presented by Modelo. All fans in attendance receive a Los Warriors t-shirt. Get your tickets now at Warriors.com. Call 888-GSW. Operators are waiting to talk to you. Pelicans have it in the front court. McCollum off a screen by Richardson. McCollum gets Draymond as his defender. Draymond is playing with 4 fouls. McCollum crossover, drives down the lane, left hand off the glass, tipped out by Nance, grabbed by Poole. He's at full stride. Poole blasting down to Kuminga, stops and dunked it in. A quiet dunk by Kuminga, 97-94.
Tremendous defense by Draymond, just making McCollum going up a little too high, a little too hard off the glass.
Draymond now denying Nance, who's a kind of the loony of their offense, if you will. He'll dribble it up top, screen for McCollum. McCollum pass over to the wing. Murphy pass back to Nance. He'll shovel it up with the right hand. It's good. 97-96. Larry Nance Jr. overcome a lot of things in his life. You get to the NBA. Poole with the ball between the circles. Feeds Draymond. Draymond. The cutter is Kuminga. Pump fake on Murphy. Spins, goes up, got fouled.
He's got some nice pump fakes down there.
He does.
I mean, for a young guy, most guys don't pump fake, and they need to learn how to do it more. Pretty young, he already understands the value of a pump fake. And he knows people are going to have to jump early with him because he elevates so well that if you don't jump early, you're going to be too late. You're not getting to it.
And the Warriors have had so many up and down moments this year. Kuminga's had a long, slow, steady ascension this year.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think it's getting a little exciting watching him because you can just tell he's starting to feel the game more, starting to make the right reads, starting to slow down for him. I think I used up all my cliches.
Yes, you did. Well done.
2 for Mike Kuminga. 10-2 run. It's over 2:50 the clock time. Warriors lead 99-96. McCollum behind the screen. Takes the three. No good. Kuminga flies back for the rebound. He holds it. And gets it out to Poole on the right side. Warriors have done a much better job getting back to the defensive glass here at half number 2. Poole looking for a three. Pass to Draymond. Draymond hands it back to Poole. Driving on Nance. Puts on the brakes. Shoots a fade away. No good. Did not draw iron. Tough shot. Ingram the rebound. Ingram back on the floor. Finds the cutter. All the way it's Jones. Right hand. Layup is up and good. 99-98. Pelicans not going away. They have a ton of confidence right now, and it's a good team. Thompson left sideline. Double feeds Draymond. Draymond lob. Kuminga dunk! Dunked it right over the top of the defense, and we got a foul as well. It's going to be on Herb Jones.
Did I say he elevates okay?
Yes, he does. Jones undercut him on the way down. And that's where the foul came in. Yep. just got up in the air and slammed that one down. A little elevation sensation.
And it's not like Jones can't get up off the ground a little bit, and he's got length too. But Kuminga, in that regard, there's just not a lot of athletes that are in his class.
Eric Congo there. Free throw no good. Rebound goes to McCollum and the Pelicans. 101-98 Warriors. Jones dribbles in, back cut for Ingram, deflected out of bounds. It's off the Warriors, and the Pelicans will get it back with 11 to shoot. Jones will wait. They'll throw it in near side the basket to our left. 6:56 to go. Ball thrown to McCollum. Launches a jumper left side. No good. Tipped out of bounds by Nance as DiVincenzo was in there fighting for it. And Golden State will get it back. They get the stop.
Yeah, McCollum was 3 for 4 on threes in the first half, 0 for 3 in the second half. 2 points.
Poole comes across the timeline to Klay Thompson. Back to Poole. Poole gets to the left corner, guarded by the big guy Nance. Now wants to drive on him, takes him middle, leaves it for Kuminga, out to Draymond, back to Poole, relocation three, yes! He doubles the Warrior advantage, 104-98. And they're jumping in the aisles here at Chase Center. Largest lead of the night for the Dubs. Ingram comes out, waiting, ball goes high instead to Nance, guarded by Kuminga, holds the ball in the right hand, Nance holds off Kuminga, throws it away. He threw it out of bounds. Jones started his cut. That's the 18th turnover on the Pelicans.
Now they're unraveling.
The noise, back end of a back-to-back, and the pressure the Warriors are putting on them right now. Draymond dribbles middle, brings it back to Poolside. Hands off, left wing three, in and out. DiVincenzo falling down the plays. Nance gets the rebound, gets it out to Ingram, to McCollum. McCollum left corner. Thompson catches up defensively. McCollum will dribble it, now gets Kuminga. Takes the young man to the far side, the right wing. Low with the dribble, crossover between the legs twice. Takes it down the lane, feeds Nance. Corner three over Draymond. Airball, that rebound goes to, I think Draymond got a piece of that. And Klay Thompson gets it in. Poole attacks the glass, goes up, got fouled. Murphy wasn't ready for it, fouled him, and Poole goes to the free throw line.
Well, he knows how to draw a foul.
Well, the only thing he did there, I thought, Tom, was he looked up and Nance wasn't there. Ingram, they weren't getting back as quickly. And so as a result, he said, well, hey, the lane's open. I'm going to attack this.
Well, he knew once he got Murphy on his hip, he was his, and he does a nice job. There are times where he tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it, and he has no chance of making the bucket. But when he gets into your body, he knows how to lean into your body and force you in uncomfortable positions. And a lot of times he will get that call.
And one of the things, as Curry comes back in, DiVincenzo to sit down, one of the things, Tom, that he's got to get better. There's a lot of window there for him to get better at drawing fouls and pump fakes, and he's an excellent free throw shooter. Could be a huge part of his game going forward. He missed the second one. 8 turnovers in the second half for the Pelicans. Nance got the rebound off the miss. 8 turnovers resulting in 11 Warrior points in half number 2. Warriors with a 7-point lead. 27-point turnaround. Ingram chased by Kuminga. Ingram, right side, holds him on his hip. Throws the pass to Nance. It's another corner three. It's no good. And the rebound to Kuminga. Interesting there for the Pelicans. 35% three-point shooter, but still, is that the shot he wanted to take twice in a row? Curry trapped on the sideline, feeds Draymond. He attacks, leads into Kuminga, goes up for a dunk. No, they're going to wipe it away. Offensive foul on Draymond. Steve Kerr goes back. They're going to look at it. Draymond wants it to challenge it. He kind of left his feet, and Jones was sideways a little bit. And they will not challenge. The green light's not coming on, and Draymond will sit with his 5th foul. Pelicans in the second half, 13 of 31, 42%. They're shooting 50% in the first half, so that's gone down significantly. The Warriors are defending a lot better. 105-98. Let's see how they do with 4:45 to go. And Draymond on the bench. McCollum right on the logo. Try to get somebody to move. Ingram finally pops out. Guarded by Kuminga. Steps in. Pump fake. Rotates over. Murphy for three. Up and good. Man, he is just automatic. Timeout Warriors. 105-101 with 4:31 to go. Murphy with 21. On the 95.7 The Game Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Hot wings, hot and sour soup, and a hot fudge sundae. Your neighbor's DoorDash order for Golden State Warriors game days has gotten superstitiously specific. But hey, every order on DoorDash is a win for local businesses and Dashers. And if you're superstitious, it just might put the Warriors on a hot streak too.
Deep three on the way. Heat check.
Score one for the neighborhood on game day with DoorDash.
Heat check. Three.
Official partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Spring is in the air, and so is Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event. Adventure awaits on and off the road. Tackle terrain and tear up the trails. Experience it all in a brand new Toyota truck. Get low 3.99% APR on the legendary 2023 Tacoma, or check out the powerful 2023 Tundra and all-new Sequoia. Imagine yourself in your dream Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Excludes TRD Pro. Ends 4/4/23.
Now it's time to guess who the closer of the week is. Presented by LiftMaster and RNS Doors. Turn your garage into the envy of the neighborhood. Visit rsdoors.com.
Who is the closer of the week? Could it be the diminutive guard from the Carolinas who had 30 points as his team got a rare road victory? Recently, my garage door opener was not working. I was in need of a closer. I was put in touch with RNS Doors, and they hooked me up with a brand new garage door opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap, no matter where I am. Be one of the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener.
Call 1-800-FIX-A-DOOR. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Growing up, you were always warned not to get carried away. But in the world of Corteo by Cirque du Soleil, it's all a part of the festivities. Join us in the mysterious space between heaven and earth for the world-class acrobatics, imagination, and humanity of Corteo, a joyous celebration of life. Join us at the Chase Center from August 23rd to August 27th. Corteo thanks its official partner, Air Canada. Get carried away and find your tickets now at CirqueDuSoleil.com.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors Audio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Hey, tonight's Warriors shop item of the game presented by Rakuten. Get the new Women's City Edition Crew sweatshirt. A great new look from 47 brand at shop.warriors.com, a Fanatics experience. Fourth quarter shooting, Warriors 8 of 10. Pelicans 5 of 14, 35%. Warriors have only 5 turnovers in the second half after a 14-turnover first half. They lead 105-101 with 4:31 to go.
Well, it's funny how it works, isn't it? The more shot attempts you get, the more likely you are to have an efficient offense. And they've gotten to a rhythm.
Jonathan Kuminga will bring the ball up. Full court pressure by the Pels. Kuminga left side. Spins and gets the ball to Poole. He's had a great second half. Poole. Right wing feed to Thompson. Turns and fires. It's up and no good. Looney tried to get the rebound and got fouled in the attempt.
If they win this game, he's the MVP.
Absolutely.
I mean, what he's provided them on the glass and the extra chance opportunities. And that takes away some of your fast break chances, too, because you got to commit more guys back there to rebounding to making sure you secure the rebound.
Second foul on Ingram, fourth on the team. Warriors yet to commit a foul in the fourth. Curry down the lane, underhand floater, no good. Got his own rebound, no look to Poole. Fires away, 3-ball, left corner. Curry with the offensive rebound. Dubs back up 7, 108-101. Matches their largest advantage of the night. This Pelican team has played so well in their winning streak. Ingram trying to fight through a screen, trying to run Kuminga through a screen. Kuminga with the foul.
Only foul number 1. So they could even be, a little physical over the next couple minutes.
You can just tell if you're a Pelican fan, you're just waiting for the year where Zion Williamson plays 70 games.
Yes.
And
could they do? If he does, they would be trouble.
Big trouble. They're trouble now.
Yes.
Richardson catches left side, feeds Ingram. He'll turn and face on Draymond. Playing with 5 fouls. Draymond forced him into a fadeaway. Hit the side of the backboard. Ball batted away by Richardson. It's out of bounds. And now the Warriors will check that. It looked like Richardson knocked it out of bounds.
Unless he knocked it off somebody.
No, it didn't look like that. They're going to challenge the call.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr gets up. We have a green light challenge with 3:41 to go here at Chase Center. Steve doesn't look like he's thrilled, but I don't think he likes the challenge rule anyway.
Yeah,
I think this is a good use of it.
No, I think it is. I think he probably is thinking, I shouldn't have had to use it.
Right, yeah.
And I'd like to save it for maybe something in the last 3:41 if I have to.
Yeah, because if they lose the challenge, then they're down to one timeout.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if it went off Clay's finger, maybe. It was clear that Richardson knocked it out of bounds. I just don't know. Looked like he just knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought in real time. I thought.
Now, let's see. This will be a good shot of it right here.
We're not really seeing the shot on radio, but it went right over the hand of Draymond.
That's Warriors ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Devon Looney just keeps doing it.
No, he's been fantastic.
Here's the most unbelievable stat of the night. Devon Looney is a -14 in plus minus.
Well, that goes to show you what plus minus means.
Yeah.
Right? And look, I always tell people it's a stat just like any other stat. You know, does it mean nothing? Does it mean everything? You know, it tells you a little something. And early on, he really scuffled. But they had some weird units on the floor too, 5-man groups. But you can't tell me that part of them coming back didn't have to do with the end of the third quarter. Him getting him extra shot opportunities and getting him back in this thing. He's been fantastic.
Tell you what would be entertaining. A playoff series, Warriors-Pelicans. I've been waiting a long time to look at this. And we'll have to wait for the public address announcement. Of all nights not to have the coaches, the referees back.
The challenge is successful. Call overturned, and it's Warriors basketball.
The man sounds excited about it.
They're very excited.
108-101, 3:41 to go. Draymond Green to put the ball into play. Right in front of the Pelican bench. Chest pass over to Curry. And Curry to walk it up. Here comes Looney with the screen for Curry. Curry gets Nance as a result. Nance spreading out wide, trying to use his length. Curry comes left, now gets McCollum. Checks the clock, 7 to shoot. Takes a jumper over CJ and knocked it down. A 3-ball for Curry. Comes back up the floor, celebrating a little bit. Trying to get the crowd fired up. Willie Green has to call a timeout. The Golden State Warriors have a 10-point lead. 111 to 101. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, I don't know if you need to look much further than second chance and fast break points, which you can consider hustle points, getting back on defense, hitting the glass, things of that nature. First half, Pelicans had a 29-4 advantage in those two stats alone. Whoa. Second half, Warriors have a 19-5 advantage in those two stats alone. That tells a pretty vivid picture of how the Warriors played in the first half, the energy that they played with versus the energy they played with in the second half. And a lot of it was, we've mentioned Kevon Looney, but how about starting off the half with a tip dunk by Dante?
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge too. Just going to set the tone for the intensity they were going to play with in the half.
Willie Green's team is a very confident bunch. And this game's not over. There's 3:20 to go. There's plenty of time. And unfortunately, this team that I refer to as maddening has shown the ability to cough up leads late in the game.
Of course it's not over, Tim. You haven't heard the soothing sound of the crack.
We have not heard
That's when it's over.
the official Tom Tolbert. This one's in the books and out of the fridge. C.J. McCollum to bring it up. 3:15 to go. McCollum, handoff, just literally hands the ball to Ingram on the logo. Ingram guarded by Draymond. Comes to the right sideline with the dribble. Shot clock at 7. Ingram off a pick by Nance. Feeds Nance. Good catch. In deep. Jump hook up and good over Poole. What a catch by Nance. 111 to 103. Curry going to be patient here. Feeds Draymond. Back cut. Curry wide open. Got a layup. Wow. Maybe not. Maybe not patient. Just effective. 113 to 103. 2:40 to go. Curry now with a 20-point half, a 37-point game. Ingram fades and fires over Looney. Up and no good. Ball tipped. Good hustle by Herbert Jones. Got it back to Ingram. And then Jones drops the ball out of bounds. Ball was deflected, and Jones couldn't hang on to it. The little mistakes that the Warriors were making in the first half, the Pelicans have made in half number 2. Curry to the timeline. 2:15 to go. Warriors up 113-103. Curry the hand, a pump fake. Got Jones off his feet. Dribbles in. Squeezes between defenders. Somehow flicked it up and in. 115-103 in the corner. Murphy for 3. No good. Draymond with a defensive rebound. Hand off Curry. Takes it to the timeline. 1:53 to go. Curry almost lost the ball. Dribbles through traffic. Guarded by McCollum on the left side. Shot clock at 7. Takes him to the corner. Got locked up there. In trouble. Hook pass up top to Thompson for 3. Got it! There it is. Tom Tolbert has ruled this one's in the books for the Dubs. The dagger by Klay Thompson. Pass was kicked by the Warriors. Ingram moving on Looney. Steph Curry says, hey, come on. We were awful in the first half. Give us a cheers for the second half. I'm paraphrasing, of course.
Paraphrasing free of charge, of course.
Exactly. Collins with a left-hand runner. No good. Ball tip. Poole's got it. And they're standing and cheering here at Chase. It's a 72-40 second half for the Warriors. And their hopes of being in the playoffs and not the play-in still very much alive. Curry just dribbles and fires and was a little carried away. Here comes Payton in for defense with 1:07 to go. Here comes Moody. Steve Kerr is saying, I'm okay with a 15-point lead with 1:07 to go.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yeah. I think, last year, previous years with that kind of a lead, you might have been a little earlier to crack that can. You waited a little bit.
Well, it's a different team. Have you been watching?
Yes. It's all blur to me.
Yeah. There's a reason I waited a little longer this year.
Standing ovation. Draymond hugs Jacob Rubin, his coach. The poor guy that has to handle all the reviews and on his tablet. Willie Green's got to call a timeout here, probably to empty his bench. His team's the back end of a back-to-back. Big win last night over a Portland squad. It was resting all of its starters, and not all of its starters, but most of their frontline players, including Damian Lillard. So with 1:01 to go, it's 118-103. And Coach Steve Kerr says everyone has to be connected on the defensive side.
You have to do it together. It can't be a case where guys are looking around saying, don't blame me. It's like, no, we're going to do this together. 5-man unit. We are a mistake by one player is a team mistake. You can live with mistakes as long as everybody is connected and fighting the whole way through.
230th 20-point half for Stephen Curry at 22 in the second half. He was remarkable. Hey, the Warriors are teaming up with Kaiser Permanente in the Athletes Corner. Insert points in the meals with Swishes for Dishes. For each point the Warriors score this season, 100 meals will be donated to Bay Area families in need. Go to warriors.com/swish to learn more. Wow, what a game tonight. Just looking around, our crowd still buzzing. Many have decided to leave at this point. Our electrifying player of the game, who do you want to give it to, Tom?
I'm going to give it to Kevon.
Kevon Looney.
Because I thought the third quarter was just his heart, determination, desire, keeping balls alive, getting rebounds amongst all the Pelicans, and really got him an extra 6 to 9 points in that stretch.
Richardson spins down the lane and hits a little right-hand floater. Nice job by Richardson. It's 118-105. The electrifying player of the game brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG, and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. DiVincenzo, Patrick Baldwin Jr. to Moses Moody. Hightails it down the lane. The runner is up a good right around Daniels. Moody gets a bucket. What a turnaround. Warriors were down 63-43 and now lead 120-105. A spinner up and good for Najee Marshall. And that makes it 120-107. Final 25 seconds. Marshall played his college ball at Xavier, was undrafted in 2020, but averaging 9 points a game off the bench for the Pelicans. Right side, Patrick Baldwin Jr. with a 3 attempt. That's no good. Marshall pulled down the rebound. Dribbles it up on Gary Payton the second. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, throws to Nance, back to Marshall. With 3, with 2, he'll drive, he'll shoot. It's on the way, it's good. With 0.2 to go. And that's going to make the final score 120-109. The Warriors pick up their 40th win on the season. And they did it in a hard-fought comeback fashion. Down 20. They rally to get the win with an incredible second half. Handshakes, maybe not as many as there would be on a normal night between these two teams that have so many coaches and players that have interacted over the careers. Things got a little testy on the floor tonight. We had 2 flagrant fouls, one by Draymond Green, one by C.J. McCollum. And we had technical fouls on Draymond and Ingram. So it was a little contentious. Jordan Poole, towel over the head. He's going to put the headset on over the towel, as he likes to do. And he is ready to go. Jordan, just give me an idea. I mean, things were going, it seemed like everything that could go wrong went wrong in the first half. What did you guys have to correct in the locker room at halftime and to come back and to fight your way to this kind of a win?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yep, we got you.
I mean, I think both teams knew it was a must win. We had to fight really hard. But luckily we got 48 minutes. It's not just a one-half game. We locked in, guys buckled down. We did what we do best, We won when we needed to, and it was a huge win for us.
Jordan, in the second half, you were 6 of 10 from the floor, and you seemed to find something in getting to the basket in the second half. What did you find, and how important was it for you to implement that?
To be honest, just be aggressive. When I got in late in the third quarter, I knew we hadn't had somebody who could attack the basket. Steph was driving to the basket, but he also had it going from 3. So just try to get a couple easy layups, try to get ourselves going, and then bring the defense in a little bit, start kicking out, and then that opened it up for our perimeter scoring.
You do it so well, getting to the rim and drawing contact. What are you looking for in terms of how the defender is positioned and maybe where his feet are? Where's the opening and how you can kind of squeeze in there and then kind of go into him, draw some contact, and also finish?
Yeah. With a lot of reps, a lot of work, honestly, I just look at the backside defense. Who's coming over to help? Who's coming over to trap the box, whether it's a big, whether it's a small. And then just being able to use the arsenal of finishes I have, whether it's getting to the basket, a floater, a pull-up, being able to create contact. I mean, I try to get to the basket and get to the line. Sometimes we get caught, sometimes we don't. But like I said, just try to bring the defense in because I know I could be aggressive getting there, and then it just open up the perimeter shots for a lot of our shooters.
How big was Loney at the end of the third quarter getting all those offensive rebounds and second chance scoring opportunities?
Fantastic. You just feel a different type of way when you shoot a shot and you know Loon's down there and he has position in. And, we got a lot of shooters, so our shots come off pretty soft. And he just does a really good job of having the right positioning, using his technique, using his length, and kicking it out to the shooters. And we normally get a really good second look.
And that Milwaukee toughness, too.
No, yeah, definitely built up. What's that, Ford? Something like that. Milwaukee toughness. Oh.
Hey, Jordan, this was a crazy game, but, you guys are still improving and getting better. Hopefully this is a way where you guys can finish these last few games strong and get something going in the postseason.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Thank you so much. Great job tonight, Jordan.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Right. 21 points in 29 minutes, 8 of 15 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for Jordan Poole. Great job in the second half for Golden State getting to the rim. And the Milwaukee connection, Looney and Poole, able to put some things together. Warriors get the win. And, again, this team's just absolutely maddening.
How do you think this conversation's going right here? Gary Payton Sr.
talking to Draymond Green. And
I would love to know what's being said there.
Gary Payton's doing all the talking.
Yes.
No surprise. Yeah. And Draymond's nodding and listening. So, that's going to be I think we need to investigate that one. So,
because those were two intense competitors, guys that like to talk, and maybe guys that had to be pulled back occasionally when their intensity got the best of them. And that's exactly what Steve was doing when he sat Draymond out in the second quarter. Just wanted to make sure that, okay, let's get you over here and let you go down for 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll get you right back in. Gary Payton was a fierce competitor. Loved to talk, loved to get up in you, loved to challenge you. And most of the time that was channeled in a good way. Every once in a while you may find yourself kind of, teetering in between, and you could go either way. And it's hard for those guys to be able to get themselves, composed all the time because they play with such intensity, and it really do. And I'm just wondering if that conversation was anything about that. I mean, heck, it could have been anything between those two. But you're right about one thing. Gary Payton was doing all the talking, and Draymond was doing all the listening.
I will say this. One of my favorite moments of doing this job was watching Gary Payton at the West practice when the Warriors were hosting the All-Star game way back when. What was that, 98 or 2000? I can't remember exactly when that was. But anyway, so at the West practice, he was watching Kobe Bryant, called Kobe Bryant over, and started giving him pointers on how to defend guys in the post. And Kobe was asking him questions, and Gary's showing him how to get leverage, how to get low, and to do some of these things. It was really cool because then, we really reinforced, what you hear all the time. You got to get back into the game, and that's what Gary Payton was doing. Hey, my day's starting to, I'm not. He wasn't on the backside yet, but he was starting to get there, and Kobe was just starting. And so he was trying to give him a little help, and that was really, really cool. Hey, we're going to take a break. Before that, we can tell you that the Warriors made a total of 18 threes tonight. That means $9,000 will be donated to benefit local organizations and underserved youth as part of the Hoops for Kids program presented by Salesforce. Go to Warriors.com/kids for more information. State Farm postgame show is next on the Warriors Radio Network.
Free Throws for Futures is powered by our partner, the PG&E Corporation Foundation. At PG&E, we believe that STEM students will play a critical role in transforming the 21st century workforce. That's why we offer scholarships to students pursuing STEM-related studies at universities in California and historically Black colleges and universities. The Better Together STEM Scholarship Program is helping the next generation of STEM professionals build a better future for themselves and all Californians. To learn more about the 2023 PG&E Scholarship, visit pge.com/scholarships.
Chase is a proud partner of the Golden State Warriors, and Chase cardholders score more at Chase Center. Access in-arena and online discounts at the Warriors shop, Chase lounges before select concerts and Warriors games, in-app benefits, eatery discounts, advanced access to tickets, and preferred seating when you use your Chase card. See more cardholder perks at chase.com/Chase Center. Restrictions and limitations apply. Deposit and credit card products provided by JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. With live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen.
Steph Curry drills the play.
Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen.
Let's go.
It's all access, all the time.
Get on 1, 2, 3.
All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
This is Steve Kerr. The Warriors 2022-2023 season is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
You've been listening to Golden State Warriors basketball
on the Golden State Warriors audio network.
The game might be over, but it's not time for the night-night just yet. Stay tuned for the Warriors post-game show, presented by State Farm.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.
The following is an attorney advertisement. If you get sidelined by a workplace injury, the workers' compensation attorneys at Boxer and Gerson can help get you back in the game. Our team of skilled attorneys will fight by your side for the treatment and compensation you deserve. We care about justice for injured workers. That's what makes us Northern California's premier workers' comp law firm. Call Boxer and Gerson at 510-345-2341 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer and Gerson, your life is worth the fight.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-200-1966. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
You can't host movie night on your phone's hotspot. It's time for real home internet on the Xfinity 10G network. The future starts now. New customers can get 200 megabit Xfinity internet for just $25 a month for 2 years during our Xfinity 10G network launch celebration, now through April 23rd. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply to internet service and devices. Actual speeds vary.
This is the Warriors post-game show presented by State Farm.
The ball game's over.
State Farm has surprisingly great rates on car insurance. You'll get coverage that meets your needs at a price that fits your budget. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Warriors with a crazy come from behind win, down by 20, down 63-43 in the first half. They cut it to 17 at the break. They came out. Dante DiVincenzo sets the tone with a